but if and not so just when he's done well to save the bounce. Oh, he pulls out. Bowling. Super Sunday, and it is a retake of the IPL 2022 final, ladies and gentlemen. Gujarat Titans playing host to Rajasthan Royals, who won the toss like they did last year, and this time they've done something different, which is using their head. I'm Avnish Hegde, and of course, you're watching the cricket.com Watchalong. I'm glad to be back in the studios instead of running around the periphery of Chinnaswamy. But look, different roles, different days, but same old faces in Somesh Agarwal, who was absolutely chuffed with the Mumbai 2 points, and now he's hoping for a great game. Quick predictions before anything else tonight.
I'm rooting for Rajasthan.
Rajasthan
are my team. I don't know why you keep pinning.
Love it. No, I was just confirming in my own head because you and me can be in the same team today. Anyway, Bolty to Saha already quickly into this watch along. Sorry, we were supposed to be 5 minutes on. It's a Sunday. Cut us some slack. We were watching the Mumbai and KKR post-match shenanigans as well. Lots to talk about from that game. Your comments are welcome. Please make it felt, because I'll tell you why, Som. Our viewers are just so knowledgeable. We did a poll on Saturday, was it, saying which game do you want to see us do a watch along on Sunday, and they chose this one.
Yeah, makes sense, because Mumbai game was a one-sided one.
Yeah,
Let's see if this is a closer contest.
Yeah, the afternoon game, the MI-KKR game, lived up to its billing, being the most one-sided rivalry in IPL history, some would say. KKR just winning there once and not doing that today. But Venkiyar with that 100, Arjun Tendulkar, lots of subplots when we get the time to talk about it. The question we're asking tonight, right here, which team will finish high on the table? Both have shown their pedigree in class, some would say, but let us know. Second ball, Saha flicked away for four. Very strange field. There's no one on the leg side.
Fine. I think probably एक third में होगा, एक final होगा, और कुछ तो होगा नहीं.
No,
but I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to bowling to both Saha and Gill won't be easy. Both of these have had it easy in a few games so far, but against Bolt it's going to be right there.
Yeah.
If you look at Shubman Gill's numbers, not just this season, but overall IPL, he doesn't like facing left-arm pace that much.
Yeah, that is a battle to watch out for. Remember, a couple of international pacers have had the underwing of Gill, but here it's gone sky high. Who wants it? They're 4 meters. They're 5. Oh my God! Have you seen anything like that in cricket? Oh, what's Somesh Agarwal? Oh my Jesus Christ!
And Bolt himself is like,
oh my God! There was Hetmeyer, there was Jurel, there was Bolty, there was Samson with the gloves. It was chaos. Oh my Jesus!
It was like a square where all the traffic lights are gone. None of the traffic lights were working, so vehicles were coming in from all 4 directions.
Oh,
Look at that!
No ways. We've seen it
all.
all.
Bolt is like, let me do this myself. It's my wicket after all.
I think that is a comedy of errors. I think that's schoolboy cricket. But look, at the end of the day, Rajasthan Royals will be happy. They will take it. One pitch, 4 hands, 5 hands, whatever you want to call it. But 5 for 1, Saha departs. And again, Bolt just has a knack to get power play wickets for a fun deal out there. I've actually vice-captained him, so I'm pretty chuffed on the side.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get enough time to talk about fantasy. But, we talk about sports persons in general and the kind of planning they do, practice they do. They must be doing these fielding drills a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But even then, it happens every time when the ball is up in the air and there are multiple people who can catch it. It's like there is no communication.
But
naturally, everyone watching from afar will say, "Bhai, agar koi gloves lekar aa raha hai, to let him catch it." But it just doesn't happen, which tells us that तुम कितना भी तैयारी कर लो, तुम कितना भी practice कर लो, ultimately on field emotions take over.
Correct. So all the 4 fielders would be telling the fielding coaches of Ara right now, we couldn't hear.
Yeah. Oh.
And Bolt decides Sudarshan.
A good challenge for Sudarshan as well, because he has been good this season, but this is a different challenge.
Correct. Whose catch was it? So was it Bolty's himself?
This was Samson's catch. If there is,
but the keeper ran all the way mid-pitch, really.
Yeah, of course. Why not? He got his gloves as well. No, it's Samson's catch. If the keeper can reach it, it is always the keeper's catch.
Fair enough.
Because it's the easiest for him.
Yeah, I think Hetmeyer also fancied himself there, but ultimately it came back to the bowler. That's the best ever cotton bowl
Best ever.
there ever
100%.
will be in cricket going forward. We've seen it. You've seen it here first. Anyway, 6 for 1, 4 balls in.
Yeah.
Sudarshan and Gill. It's a big test, like you said. It's an acid test, some would say, because these two have been absolutely killing it for Gujarat this season. Sudarshan, I think their highest scorer. No,
Yeah.
sorry, Gill.
Gill, but these will be
Neck
top
and neck.
two.
Right, so Bolt to Gill.
Oh, slightly.
What does the
Thoda-
matchup
thoda
say in the
और
cricket.com app? Because Gill, like you said, should be wary of Bolty. I think he's got him out twice, if my memory serves me right. Gill's purple patch. Let's have some numbers up and running on this watch along as well, where we give you everything. 666, it's not the devil, it's Shubman Gill actually in those 20 innings, and he's just been carving it out for fun. I mean, it says since IPL 2022, essentially 2023 has just been a superb year for Shubman Gill. I mean, what has he not achieved in the game, right? Coming back to the game, 6 for 1, 1 in. I know you're backing Rajasthan today, but look, Gujarat, sometimes I look at them as a chasing side, they're nearly invincible. So they're nearly invincible. They have some powers.
But they're not chasing today.
Correct, they're not chasing today. So now with Gujarat batting first, Rajasthan can enter this contest much more.
Yeah, of course. I mean, even see, Rajasthan is a team who fancy themselves when they're batting first, and this is why Rajasthan is so watchable.
Except last year in the final.
वो ठीक है, वो तो मतलब you don't have to do it.
Correct.
The point is you have to be ready to do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to opt to do it.
And it's interesting, right? Because Rajasthan essentially, at the end of the day, they look at themselves, yeah, they're a batting first side because Butler can just dismantle you. But even chasing today will be key because this Gujarat team, they made that odd change with Jashdal going out, Mohit Sharma coming back in. Let's see the impact subs play out as well because there's no Padikal today. So, no Padikal, right?
No Padikal so far. But,
so far.
As in, he's not in the 11. Maybe we can have the playing 11 graphic.
Yeah, just to confirm that. Just to
confirm everything. That. I think Padikal will come in the second innings when they're batting.
Yep.
Because he looks like the most likely candidate.
Hmm.
For Gujarat, I think Josh Little or maybe even Noor Ahmed.
Yeah.
Maybe even Dasun Sanuka. You never know. I mean, they can actually impact some Dasun Sanuka in this innings itself if they feel that they don't have enough runs.
I like that option. I really like that option. I mean, I look at Gujarat's score. They actually have these kind of players who can come in and do their roles. We can take the graphic off right now. And many people calling it the Rahul Tewatia derby as well. By the way, if you guys are new to this watch along, do of course comment. You guys will be having this much of a say as much as we do normally through the comments. I know a lot of new subscribers through different content streams that we've done, but we appreciate all you guys having your comments tonight. Let us know who will win the match as well. And not to forget our gift voucher prize, which I'll come to in a bit.
First and foremost, before you comment, you have to mention that you were wrong about Sky. He's back in form. I remember बोला था तूने कि Sky इस बार form में नहीं आएगा, but in my opinion, he's in form now. He played those blinder shots again. But yeah, KKR getting 3 Dinda Academy players in one team. True, KKR finally.
That's a beautiful shot.
Converging to the mean, as they say.
Yeah. I mean, KKR reality check, we just spoke about it on the Instagram live. Also, we do Instagram lives before the watch. Long Pranav Anand, good to see you this evening. MI's only chance of making it to the playoffs if their captain goes on a toss-winning spree and decides to chase every time.
True.
So said those exact words.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't know if you had like a mic in secret mic in our office, but he literally echoed those thoughts. Also, I was going to kind of tell you guys right now, we're going to do merchandise hopefully in the future. If you guys can see, we'll put it out there. Big shout out to Inertia Cart Paddle for that hookup. And watch the space for more interesting things. I mean,
yeah, but right now you can actually, if you predict the score to the T, you can win one of these.
We can win one of these, and we have some Amazon gift vouchers, which our marketing team have been generous to offer us, 500s and all of that. So we'll put it out there today because it's Super Sunday. It's a retake of the IPL 2022 final. If you guys get the right score of Gujarat Titans in the first innings, you will get 1,000 rupees as an Amazon voucher. Let's see if you guys have the cojones and the guts to predict right. I mean, you can use the cricket.com app because Critlytics often predicts the right score. So you can cheat yourself to win this trick. And even I'll have my say. I'll go straight up with 186 for 5. Random. I might have my egg on my face later,
I'm
but
going with 167.
167. There's something about that chair in 167. Bishan said it to me the other day.
Okay.
Akash, it's really weird. But anyway, let us know also how your Sunday was been. I mean, has been. Were you guys watching the game? Were you guys up to something else? Because it's always good to know about people and understand their lives instead of just knowing how which teams they support invariably. By the way, shout out to all the people as well who we saw in the CDC fan cams. Love your energy. Even if RCB lose or win, you guys are like top. So new subscribers from there, just saying. 11 for 1.5. Gill still yet to get off the mark.
Oh, and Paul is keeping a tad low. I
Yeah,
think.
weird. But Sandeep Sharma, remember the last time he was, of course, bowling to the MS, who we're going to see tomorrow. Gurkirat Paji compared MI's batting to DC. Lol. DC's batting is not even 10% of MI's batting.
Yeah, I think it's not Gurkirat alone. We have a lot of DC fans who felt that MI and DC have the same batting lineup. But
Really, who are you talking about?
you know everything. So let's not name names here.
If you guys know, you know. It's simple, honestly. 1 + 1 is 2. GT
Let's
says
just say that every
191.
DC fan around us felt that DC and Mumbai's batting lineup is essentially the same.
Yeah, which is weird. It's just so weird. Like how?
How?
Apples and oranges. But yeah, look, coming back to this game.
Not even oranges. It's like apples and beetroot.
Jackfruits. Naren 123 190 score. Good to see that.
Right.
And I think Pranaman said 191. So you guys must be absolutely fighting it out over there. White ball, but
Naren
bold.
1, 2, 3. Is it like a take on Ace to 3?
Maybe. Ace to 3 has a pairing company.
But Naren, by the way, he lived in Bangalore for 18 years and now relocated to Chennai.
So
He told us about himself.
I hope the allegiance hasn't
before.
changed, Naren. I hope you're still an RCB fan, my man. For sure. Anyway, bolted his second over and decides to darshan.
Short,
this
yeah,
boy
short,
can bat. Yeah,
short,
this
yeah.
boy can
Yeah,
bat.
short, yeah.
I mean, there's something about all the young left-handers today. Not today, but generally.
What a
Tilak, Sai, Venki.
reminds me of Imran Farhad ka on drive.
Oh yeah, that's a good comparison. Give this boy a CA bat and that's Imran Farhad. Literally. And he has a very different, unique left-handed style. Not everyone who keeps comparing him. Any left-hander who makes it big, Yuvraj. No chance. Oh, I mean, bold so far. Is he taking a page out of Lock?
भाई उसने साहा का विकेट लिया है भाई. Saha's wicket in the power play is the first step towards beating Gujarat.
Yeah.
And it's a big step. Otherwise, he just gives Gill a big cushion so that Gill can just nudge towards a 35 ball 50.
Yeah, we spoke about how Saha is just such an important player, generally in power plays, and he's just that perfect subtlety that you can have in your team as well. Who do you think will finish higher? Let's answer that question and then throw the comments in.
I want Rajasthan to finish higher.
Okay.
As of now, I think Rajasthan and Lucknow look set for a top 2 finish. Although Lucknow, मतलब जिस तरह के वो captaincy blunders कर रहे हैं, I won't be surprised if they don't finish top 2. But they definitely have the team. मतलब give that Lucknow team to MS, to captain, and he will not even lose one game, let alone losing the tournament.
You really think so?
एक आध game तो हारेगा मतलब, but yeah, I mean he'll definitely win more games than what the current leadership group
so
ends
if
up winning.
MS does get the Lucknow team, will he play KL?
Of course, but he will say something to him कि भाई जरा सुन मेरी बात, the strike rates are not overrated. You will be overrated in some time if you don't agree to it.
Yeah, imagine that. I mean, I don't think MS will ever go to Lucknow, but yeah, if that had to play out, I think it'll play out like that. Why isn't anyone talking about Hardik's lack of hitting form?
No, we are about to come to that this is one of the most essential partnerships because Vijay Shankar bhi nahi hai.
Yeah.
And after that, Hardik has not been in good form. 3 matches, he scored 20-25 runs.
Yeah.
And Miller, he has been decent, but obviously not as lethal as he was in the last season. So,
but people should not worry about that, right? In terms of the grander India lens. I mean, Gujarat, sure. I mean, he has different.
See, the point is Hardik is not bowling.
Yeah.
So, kuch to chahiye na, kahin to.
But
see, the thing is, his position for Gujarat and his style of play for Gujarat is very difficult to the style of play that is needed for India. And this is what concerns me. I want players to play the IPL in the exact same manner as they would be playing in the Indian team.
Correct.
Especially the players who are a permanent part of the Indian team.
Yeah.
because otherwise it just becomes a little too difficult. कि बार-बार they have to chop and change. Cricket in itself is very difficult. A few players have to hop between formats. अब उस formats के भी बीच में तुम IPL में open करोगे या 3 पे खेलोगे, 4 पे खेलोगे, इंडिया के लिए तुम 5 या 6 पे खेलोगे. So that becomes a little difficult.
But that's the same thing with Sanju Samson as well,
Oh,
right? Essentially.
but Sanju Samson is not a permanent member of the Indian team, and that is one of the reasons why, right?
No, but if he was to come back, do you think then he can play that finisher role in the end instead of batting at 3?
Yeah, ideally he should, because the opportunity he'll get to play as a finisher for Indian team is a lot more than in the top order right now, because there are so many players like literally knocking on the door. Oh, our background has changed.
Our background has changed. If we could just work our magic, I have no idea what that's going on with. But
by the way, Sai Sudarshan has hit a 4.
No. Just to finish that chat with Hardik, then, what do you think is the best batting position for Hardik? I know he's batted at 4 and 5 with Gujarat.
5 or 6. No higher than that.
For both franchise and country?
Yeah.
5 or 6. I mean, it's an interesting shout that, because he's kind of become an anchor, and people just don't like that because that's a shot.
Covers hai.
Is that just...
There's no extra cover.
Is that a Shubman slap? More than a drive. That's just a slap of the front foot. And 3 overs gone, 24 for 1. Keep your comments coming through. Som says Rajasthan will finish higher. I think I agree with him, because I think Gujarat might even finish 3rd or 4th. I don't think they'll get top 2. I think there'll be some.
So who are your top 2?
I went for basically all the big boys in CSK, MI, RCB, and LSG.
Oh, you don't have RR in your top 2?
No, RGT.
Oh.
Yeah, but that was from before the season started, so we're all shooting.
So now? No, I had RR LSG in my top 2, and CSK is the 3rd.
And who is it for?
4th
that's what I'm saying. We all, even the best, call it wrong at times.
I call it wrong more often than not. More often than I call it right, because this is a prediction thing.
No, but now what you see...
I thought Delhi under Warner would be way better than what they are currently.
Correct.
And I don't know. Man.
But even 20 matches...
No Delhi talk, I'm tired.
Even 20 matches in, you still don't have enough evidence to say who the top 4 is. Because even Mumbai have woken up today, Chennai will come strong, Bangalore with their Chinnaswamy fans.
Let me think. Yeah, I think I can say who are the top 8s. There are 2 teams which I clearly feel are lagging behind and will lag behind as the tournament progresses.
Okay, please don't say RCB.
No, not RCB. The 2 teams are DC, of course, and KKR. Because KKR, I mean, the voids are too big to fill. I mean, they would need miracles one after the other to stand a chance. They already had 2 miracles. I mean, no one would have predicted that Shardul Thakur will win them the game with the bat, and not just... ऐसा भी नहीं था कि he came in 3 overs में 50 चाहिए थे बना दिया. He played a proper knock for like 10-12 overs.
Yeah, but like KKR fans would be saying, listen, it's not that bad. Plus, we've not even experimented with Jason Roy and David Visa.
But
all as well.
Will they? Because there were 5 games down now.
I mean, surely they will, right?
Let's see. I mean, we said that in the pre-season preview itself that they should not waste the overseas spot on a pacer, especially if your pacers are Saudi and Ferguson, who are Saudi to वैसे भी.
So their reputation picks?
I don't know. They are just because they spend 9 crores on Ferguson, so खिलाना है.
That's the problem. Honestly, that's the problem. When you pay so much for someone, you have to play them. It's quite crazy. And that's what I think Kevin Gurkirat is talking about Delhi. Mukesh Kumar, 5.5 crores and all of that. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. And let's just concentrate on this game because 24 for 1, 3.3. Sandeep Sharma bowling to Sudarshan. I honestly think something's got to give here.
Yeah, this has been
a tight
Rajasthan's power play big time so far.
For sure.
And this is what happens, right? If there is no Saha, Gill automatically looks like he's wasting the power play. Because Saha gives him that cushion ki bhai theek hai tu aaram se khel. But
even the last time Gill played, I don't know, we'll come back to that. In my opinion, LSG and GT have the best squads, should finish in top 2. CSK, RR and RC will fight for the 2 other playoff spots, in his opinion.
Yeah, I mean, see, broadly, Sushant, I agree with you. Ki these 5 teams feel like the favorites. But yeah, MI with a win today, but MI don't have a bowling attack, so they will find it difficult. The only dark horse remain are SRH and Punjab.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll still have to give them 2-3 games each to see do they have the enough depth and enough finish to sort of end this season on a high.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, SRH would say, you know what, Harry Brook, watch out for him. He's now got a sniff of it, and he's got that 100 going. He could really set the league alight. But they also have, on the contrast, your other fans with Punjab who went to Lucknow and got a win. I don't know how. I'm thinking to myself, because of KR's shocking changes, surely they've got a win there. But still, Raza, Sam Curran, plenty of positives to pick.
Oh, is that a 4 now? That's a long
No,
one.
they've kept a long run there.
Oh, good ODI going on, 27 runs.
But the thing is,
26.
coming back to the Shubman Gill point that we're just having, right? I mean, last game 67 to 52, and he nearly cost his team the game.
Nearly, for sure.
Because obviously they are the greatest finisher ever,
Hmm.
Raj Bhatia. But jokes apart, will he ever get scrutinized? Because I know he's still young and he has that ability to catch up. And Kohli said it yesterday, where, oh, I want to get my 50 and 35 balls, and then my idea for the next 15 balls is to score 40 runs. So I was just thinking, so what you
Oh,
want
did
to
he actually say this?
Yeah.
Oh. Then fine, but I mean, as an opener, I feel as an opener, your 50 should be in under 30 balls. Because you're playing in the power play, you have the advantage to use the field.
But sometimes do these players think because I'm playing for certain teams, i.e. GT and RCB or whatever, they're just like the onus is on me to set the platform A, and I know I have it in my capability to go into overdrive.
But that doesn't happen in every game, right?
True. More
I
often than
mean,
not,
forget about every game. At max, it will happen in 3 out of 14 games. That's the percentage. I mean, even if it happens in 7 out of 14 games, it's completely acceptable. But if you look at the records, past records, after 50, there will be only 3 games where they'll get a chance to score the next 14, 15 balls. Because while trying it, they'll get out. Then what was the point? What was the laying platform all about?
Yeah, it perfectly leads me to that Venkatesh Iyer knock today. He lost a partner early, but he still went about it. Something for people like Gale tonight to learn, maybe Warner, maybe even Kohli going forward, right? That you still go for it.
I mean, with Gill, it still works because this is a bowling heavy team.
Yeah.
And for Kohli, it has not worked with RCBs because they're not a predominantly bowling heavy team. Maybe now you can say that Hasaranga hai, Siraj is in the form of his life. But still, I mean, their attack is not as rounded as
But
Gujarat's.
The problem is, if, say, Faf goes early, Kohli has to bat that way. That's the unfortunate bit. Because if you lose both them early, I don't trust anyone else to really put in an anchor thing. Sure, Mahibal Lamro is good enough.
This is where what we discussed ahead of the season, that RCB's batting resources are very thin.
Yeah, so
which
that's
is exposed, right?
So that's why he's constantly just telling himself, I'm just going to bat at least 15, 20 overs for the team, which is crazy. And I think Gill's doing the same thing. Because even if you take a look at Gill tonight, I think he'll still take his time and go about his
If a player bats like that, it works if others around him are hitters. But it's not the case with RCB.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from Maxwell, who are your hitters then?
Yeah. And sometimes
Lomro or Anuj Rawal, we saw him yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are not hitters. DK has significant weaknesses. Shahbaz Ahmed, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's already stepped up. I mean, ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि all of a sudden he'll just become a left-handed Kieran Pollard.
Yeah. So, look, I mean, from an RCB perspective, hopefully they get that sorted, yeah, because I worry at times, but still back in the Reds tomorrow. Coming back to this game, though, 30 for 1, Zampa being introduced in all of this chat that me and Somesh have had, which is a good move. I don't know how Gale takes on spin in the power play, but what's your hinge? Do you think?
Actually, right now, I just feel that we've been here before when we are watching a Gujarat game during the power play, and we don't really have anything to talk about about the game itself.
Yeah.
Because nothing is happening.
Dry. Literally dry. And in terms of matchups also, I don't know, Sudarshan versus Zampa, genuinely leg spinner against left-hander. I mean, this is a real sedate start. Yeah? 31 for 1, 4.4. Sudarshan 19 of 18, Gill 6 of 7. Is the bowling just been tight, or these two batters also don't have the intent right now? Or do you think it's a combination of both?
Yeah, I mean, but I think it's more to do with the batters, right? Power play, tum try to kar sakte ho to clear the infield, but I have not seen any of those attempts been made.
But also,
and this is where I think Tilak Verma is, more complete than Sudarshan, because Tilak Verma, I feel, has a more aggressive game for this format. Sudarshan will take a couple of years at least to get more of those shots. He's more classical ODI mold.
But to be fair to Sudarshan, he's faced Sandeep Sharma, Bolt, and Zampa, who've been pretty decent. Now Gill's come down the track, and was that a bump ball?
Yeah.
Oh, Sudarshan could be run out here. Oh, he was
That's
ball
close.
watching. He was
That's
ball
close.
watching, and that's close, like Som says. I think he might be out here by just bare margins or in by bare margins. That's my prediction. Let us know also how much you think Gujarat will score in the first innings. We're having ₹1,000 prize, a voucher, Amazon gift coupon. You can buy pretty much anything if you want from that. So lots of people saying 190, 191, 187. Som said 167. So he said 186. About 186. And subscribe if you're new. Tell a friend. We're nearing 19,500 subscribers. So please just give us about 10, 15 subscribers today. Will be really content. If more possible, then great. Pratik Kandari going on to say today, I saw a stat whenever Kohli plays.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone, bro.
He's gone. He's gone.
He's gone. By bare margins, I call it. By bare margins, Sudarshan has to walk in. And it'll be interesting to see if Hardik comes down the power play.
I think they should be sending Miller to maintain that left-right thing. Plus,
but Miller entry point power play.
See, the point is, if they send Hardik, it'll be very easy for Rajasthan. They can just bowl Zampa and Chahal in tandem.
Make the Darshan Chanaka impact up like you said that now. But even that's the spot too high for him. So I go back to that comment which we were reading just before the wicket fell. Today I saw a stat whenever Kohli plays 50 plus balls, RCB have lost 4 out of 20 matches, and same stat for KL is 5 lost 11. Strike rates. Yeah, I mean KL Rahul, what he said after the Bangalore game when he scored 18 of 20 was just shocking. But let's not talk about him because we decided not to give players.
His signature move, this actually follows that in real life. He's immune to whatever.
No, it's not worth it. Let's not talk about him because players who have such great potential let us down.
What is potential?
No, even Prithvi Shaw.
I'd say potential is a very overrated word. I mean, strike rate is not overrated. Potential. I mean, just talking about empty talks about potential is overrated. Potential is match awareness. Potential is game awareness. That comes under potential.
So that Prithvi Shaw.
Oh, good shot.
He swept Ashwin straight away.
By the way, in his IPL career and also this season, in his IPL career, not just this season, Gill's strike rate is lowest against off spinners.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious? That's the bowling type that he actually struggles to hit the most.
And it's so surprising.
It's very surprising that. Anyway, he swept Ashwin straight away.
Yeah, but Gill in general doesn't like the incoming ball. Even at the test level, he has been dismissed through that.
Yeah. And Gill right now would obviously take his time even more because they've lost 2 wickets and both the aggressors, some would say. Real confusion in this run out.
But this is where I just don't feel I don't get this move because there are 2 righties. They've sent Ashwin to bowl this over. Yeah. Maybe it's just because Ashwin is a
power play bowler.
Ashwin will be preferred in power play over Chahal.
Yeah.
But when you have 2 righties in, why not just send leggies? But I think after this over, Zampa will continue and then they'll have Chahal from the other end.
Yeah, or maybe they just told Ash, listen, it's a power play, try to slide one through as many cannon balls as you can.
Yeah, let's see.
And the fact that Hardik's new to the crease. So let's see if Hardik can outfox, be outfox.
Easy single, no. Single.
Do not run and misfield. That's what all the school coaches told us. By the way, keep your comments coming through. It was a bump ball, obviously, and Zampa's midfield led to the runner, beg your pardon. And Sai Sudarshan has to walk back. I had Sai Sudarshan in my fantasy team. We'll talk about fantasy when Nix comes on in due course. I think we're likely to make a substitution in 2 balls time, right? Or
2 balls, yeah.
In 2 balls or in a over in 2 balls, I'm not sure.
No, 2 balls.
In 2 balls.
What I was asking is, Shah getting dismissed early in the power play, they really lack intent. Can they send Rashid Khan in these situations? They can. I mean, why not? Why not? I mean, he hardly gets to bat, and it's not like they're chasing, right? They're batting first.
Is Rashid Khan a better batter than Shadab Khan?
But not really. Shadab is more complete.
Yeah.
But I think, teams can use these pinch hitters better when they're batting first. Because if they're chasing, the Rashid Khan ka value baad mein useful ho sakta hai. But true. Batting first, there's nothing to lose.
Yeah. In the end, over the fielder's head. So
last ball of the power play hit for 4 by Gill, but well and truly, it's Rajasthan's power play, and We'll see a barrage of leg spin, in my opinion, from both ends. And with that, we'll just make a double sub. Akash and Anirudh will take you guys from here, and they will be joined by Nikhil Popat.
Okay, super. We'll see you guys soon. Back in a bit, in 5 seconds.
Yep. We're back. Oh, look who's here.
Too many
So
monitors.
let's. Did you guys do the blame game of Gil? Avnish?
What, Gil Pakistan?
No, Gil getting Sai Sudarshan out.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We'll do it. Yeah, that's right.
Still insecure about his
Yeah, it's a terrible call. He sold
T20 game.
He sold
Runs
Sai.
the better youngster out. What to do?
Okay, wait. Because Nikhil has joined, Nikhil, do you have any rants from the previous game? Because we did see a lot of glimpse of your rants. So do you want to go? A 1 minute rant on Rohit Sharma, probably.
I just hope teams share good information and right information. That's all that I expect of them. I hope he's fine, firstly, because if he had a stomach bug, it was great medicine that got him fit out for the second gig, which is great. I understand they wanted to surprise people, and fair. Of course, they are not answerable to anyone. They are a private entity. They can do whatever they want to. But sometimes that is a good shot from.
The maximum, and I think Hardik and Zam have history going back to that 2017 India Australia series.
Yeah.
I think Hardik
Yes.
at 4, I think, kind of tore into Zampa.
And the Chennai ODI also Zampa got him out. So lots to cater to. But yeah, just closing that conversation off. I think you just expect more honesty and transparency. That's all. I think teams just take people for granted, which is again fair. Nobody's asking anything to them, but it just feels very weird. I mean, what precedent does it set that if you're not able to?
One more,
Another
and this time
boundary.
it's downs and 4.
Yeah.
So Hardik clearly heard Anirudh Kasargod outside, was criticizing for his
We are being
low
an anchor.
strike rate
Yeah,
in
and
the first 20 balls, and he's come out swinging here in front of the Ahmedabad
Zams.
fans,
the faithful.
the Ahmedabad faithful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was great. That was a great game for Ishan. I think he needed those runs, and of course, some big brains from Kolkata to not start with spin and feed him pace and feed him slot balls.
But what do you think of the move to play Zampa in the first place here?
I think Gujarat have had troubles with their leggies, so it's not surprising that they have 2 of them. And you see, most of them are not like now. Hardik has taken the risk early because he wants to settle down. He doesn't want Zampa to bowl a lot because if Zampa gets in, then there isn't like Miller, and that's all. Of course, you have Tewatia magic coming in, Rashid Khan magic coming in, but again, you have Manohar as well. But then it just puts the team into trouble because they had a iffy start, so they needed this kind of impetus to just put the pressure back on Rajasthan. And other option is Jason Holder. While Jason Holder has got Hardik Pandya thrice, I still feel Zampa may benefit them far more than what Holder would on this kind of day.
Yeah. I mean, I think, to be honest, I think the impact play rule has made Holder's signing redundant. I don't think they need Holder because he's neither someone who you could rely with the ball nor with the bat. And yeah, I mean, so fair play. I think Rajasthan could even look at someone like Donovan Ferreira down the line. Not down the line, not saying immediately.
But if they found Dhruv
Dhruv
Jurel,
Jurel, who's basically an Indian Donovan Ferreira, why do they need?
Yeah.
Wait, does Donovan Ferreira keep wickets by any chance?
Yeah,
he is a keeper, right?
He's a keeper who can bowl just like Glenn Phillips.
So
and he's a matchup bowler.
So Dhruv Jurel is literally an Indian Donovan Ferreira.
So we have a question from Sanjay. He goes on to ask, do you think Hardik moving to number 4 has done more bad or good from Indian perspective? I mean,
I think it's done good for the ODI team and it's done bad for the T20I team. I think Hardik is at this point a better ODI batsman than he's a T20I batsman in terms of.
But I don't think the IPL is not a fair estimate to say because Even though say some players are batting at top of the order, come to international they might be having a different role. So it's all about executing the role. So it's not really directly affecting the Indian team, because even after the last year he had, right, he went and he smacked Australia for that. That he played as a finisher and smacked Australia in the T20. So it's not like
Which T20 is?
I think it was Mohali when the first T20,
Okay.
where he scored like a 60 or 70, right?
Okay, but he had a poor World Cup except for the
England knock.
semi-final
Yeah.
match where he kind of hit Sam Curran for a few sixes. towards
But
the
that
end.
doesn't have to do with him batting at number 4. It is just his general ability that he has some kind of weakness. I mean, some kinds of weakness that
Edged.
and the boundary is just
The
swinging
rub of the green is going
Hardik's way.
Gujarat's way so far.
Not for the first time. Not for the
Yeah.
first time since their inception.
I mean, probably not fair to say Gujarat's way because they did have a run out and that catch somehow resulted in a cotton bolt. So, look, Hardik has brought some luck with him so far. And yeah, Sushant is confronting Knicks, so let them fight with each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3-2-1.
No, it's not about angry. It's about, of course, as I said, it's fair. It's a team call. The only thing is we don't know what's happening. Like what happened, like if it was a stomach bug, he got fit, he got fine and came out to bed. It is great. But the only thing is, if he was fit enough to bat but not field, it just sets a wrong or a difficult precedent to then make it look like okay,
Hold on, that's a brilliant hit.
6.
That's huge. Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
So the spin is being taken to the cleaners today.
Yeah, Zampa played really well. I think Ashwin's first ball went for a boundary, so it's not a very good night for Ashwin here. I mean, contrasting to his.
Yeah, I mean, Zampa bowled really well, as in like not particularly great last over. He was just tossing it up and being fodder for something. But
Since we have a strategic timeout, let's go back to Nikhil Cam and
Yeah, so see, Sushant, I feel it's just you just bring out the best in terms of be transparent in terms of what's happening, because it's a good way to use the rule. It's not a problem. But the thing is, you will see this more often, and actually it promotes that okay, if you're not fit enough, just be there for one inning and go. Now I don't know how they think about it, of how it looks or how it doesn't look. So maybe we are overthinking, but I just felt surprised and, to be honest, very taken aback that okay, if Rohit had a stomach bug, how did he come out to bat? So again, we do not know what happens behind the scenes, so we can only speculate, and it just feels so. Maybe this is the way that Rohit said that he'll get rest. We have no clue, and that is the problem. That you tell us that okay, this is how we are going to use the impact sub. That okay, see, replacing the poor fielder, it's a tactical thing. That okay, you replace a poor fielder and you take him out because he's not going to bowl. You get a better fielder on as well. Every team is doing it, and so it's not angry. It's just weird for the reason that was given. Had he been named impact sub and he's a captain, I think it just feels very weird to see the captain subbed out and then the captain coming in. So again, maybe it just tells you how much they depend on Rohit as a captain. I don't know. So you see, there are so many conclusions that you can make, which is not good. I feel for the side or for the league.
Just I think one suggestion you said a bad fielder, but I think even you could say bad captain because they won without him. So
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Now you are leaving it for the public to decide that you think whatever you want to, and I don't think it's a good way. It doesn't. You just clear it up upfront in the fans that okay, he had a problem, he got fit, he played. That's all. Clear it out.
But otherwise, you could have said at the toss that he's slightly unwell right now, but we are hopeful that he will be fit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Instead of saying that he has a stomach bug, he won't be playing today, Surya Kumar will be captaining. And then suddenly he comes out in the second inning. It's just weird, Weird more than anything else. I don't think
it's not anger. It's just weird. It's like a weird vibe. Why would you do something like that?
And to be honest,
that's only because we don't know the exact reason.
Yeah, going forward, this is probably a way for teams to manage players who are 70-80% fit. I mean, it's just a fair way for players to manage if a player is sick or injured, right? There's no necessity for that particular player to spend like 3 hours fielding and then coming out to bat. They can just bat and then be subbed out. Or
So you're saying if Bumrah is 50% fit, he would have
but
played.
Bumrah has the bowling fitness is different, no, compared to.
But you
batting
never know
fitness.
if he bowls 3 overs and gets off. Yeah.
And and I have the same problem I had with Andy Russell bowling 3 overs the other day. I feel people they are important players. You cannot just take risk with them for the sake of it, is what I feel. If you want to sub somebody out, use it better or just take care of your players better.
Yeah. And whatever Kolkata did with Russell today, weird again. Rinku Singh innings was very weird. It was a weird. Oh, once again Hardik getting a huge slice of luck. But yeah, I mean KKR very weird. They just slowed down and then when you knew that it was not going to be enough, But yeah, that match is done.
But
and
is it just that game? I feel they've punched over above their weight in the first few games.
Of course.
So you can't really expect them to score 200 every game. Like Rinku, I mean, 2 games he's played really well, so you can't expect him to go at a strike rate of 180.
Even
200.
Venki Iyer has outperformed.
Yeah.
Whatever people expected of him, he's done way more than what people expected of him. And to be honest, we all predicted KKR would finish right at the bottom anyway. Now that it seems impossible to do that because of a certain Delhi Capitals, but let that be. But yeah, coming back to this match.
Coming back to the comment.
We always knew that this would be probably the better match, but at the same time, better match as in terms of the quality alone, not in terms of entertainment. Because let's be honest, Gujarat more often than not are a very boring side to watch because there's not
too much unpredictability.
We're not throwing shade on them. It's just that they're too efficient and too consistent that it's bloody boring to watch Gujarat. At times, it's the same with Chennai as well. It's peak Chennai used to be very boring to watch because they were too consistent and it was almost like
the outcome.
Yeah. It was a template, right? Every match you get the same template. It's more interesting to watch teams like Bangalore and Kolkata and
Delhi.
No. Delhi are the other side. You know what you're going to get from them 100%. Just that the template is the other side. It's on the other spectrum. On the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, one is bad writing and then the others are good writing. So that's the difference. So we had I think a comment on Hardik Pandya. Yeah, Hardik, despite those initial failures, came out with an attacking mindset. Your thoughts? I think on this surface, he's identified that there is a need to start well. And if you don't start well, you would get into a shell. And that with Gill not having the best of last few overs, it was on Hardik to start off well. And that gives him enough time to then progress through the innings. Otherwise, it'll land them in a very a spot of bother where they will have to attack and they'll have to preserve wickets. So I think that's why he's come out attacking. He's understood the nature of the pitch. Yeah,
understood the assignment. But yeah, I mean, Gill has done well to be aggressive after the power play. I think he's taken on the spinners and he's moved to 30 of 17, which is fair play. So
and Chahal, I think now is leapfrog both the spinners. He's looked.
So what is a good first innings total in your opinion, Nikhil? What do you think is?
I think minimum 180
innings total.
Yeah, like minimum 180 you feel because there is due expected, and you expect there are enough spinners that like one of definite very good spinner that you'll not want to be bothered by that, but they have a good seam attack as well. But if there is due and they are not able to control the ball, then you want that cushion as well, that if you have a 1 odd bad spell, then also it should be fine for them to recover. And the thing is, the middle order that Bangalore, the middle order that Rajasthan have, you feel somebody like an Alzari Joseph could really do well against. In terms of Jaiswal, you have Riyan Parag as well.
Parag is starting, no?
He's starting?
Yeah, Parag is starting. So Parag, Jaiswal, so there is enough, and they could promote Ashwin as well again. So you don't mind. Atmar has had some battles with Rashid. So Padikkal as well. So and again, Padikkal's entry point is also crucial because we don't know when he'll eventually come out to bat. So I think that way it sets up if they get a power score, because if they get 180, then they will need Butler to fire. And if that doesn't happen, then there the game is on for Gujarat to again take away.
I think at the toss, even Simon Dole is not Simon Dole.
We have been too obsessed with Simon
Yeah,
Dool, strike rates.
yeah, Danny Morrison was at the toss and he was talking to Sanju Samson. He's like, "You have two ducks. What are you going to
Meanwhile,
do?"
Chishant is asking me a very important question. I'm not able to focus. That's why I have the phone just below the
Yeah.
monitor and watching both matches simultaneously.
Camouflaging.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, hopefully, how many minutes left? We have about, oh my God, just about 6 minutes of normal time left, and we need a goal. And they have brought in Reese Nelson. So, let's see. I'm praying for a goal.
I
but
wish I could do football predictions and get you one.
no thanks.
Yeah. Vikramaditya has two questions for us. So first question is, who will be GT's impact player, Shanaka or Little? And today, the day when RR having 5 bowlers only will hit them hard. Okay, let's first, who will be the, I mean, because it's a relatively straightforward, who do you think, Nikhil, will be the go-to player for GT? I mean, in terms of impact.
Yeah, I think if they hadn't got the start, you would have thought they could have thought about Shanak or somebody else. But now that they've got a start, unless they feel like no, they need a even crazier finish, then they want 200. Uh, and the Hardik is actually playing some really good shots. That's a very good pull up
That's a
board.
very good shot.
Yeah. So I think they could simply just get Joshua Little. Rajasthan have given a lot of wickets to left arm seam, and they are not playing as they are obviously. So the Joshua Little just fills that boot, just fills that spot very nicely for them.
Yeah. I think
And
even
Rajasthan, I think they could spring a surprise if they get in Navdeep Saini again. Huh? Just to be very very, given the start that they've had.
Navdeep Saini.
Yeah, that will be shocking.
I don't think they'll do that. Yes.
Maybe they could play it around by say bowling 1-2 overs of Riyan Parag. Who knows? Just I mean, in this tournament we have seen even full tossers get wickets. So
Yeah, and
yeah.
Up in trade Lalit Yadav immediately and bring him in.
cannot forget that full toss. That cannot forget. There are two
Actually-
full tosses that I can't really forget. One is that Shefali Verma dismissal of Easy Wong, and this is that the Virat Kohli dismissal of Lalit Yadav.
I personally feel the Shamima dismissal was worse. It was like outside off stump. It was not even. It was like a lowish full toss, and she
Yeah, but it was
just-
still swinging. I feel that ball was still swinging. Like it was going away from her, and she sliced and she went. Like you see that kind of dismissal very often. Shefali Verma was going wide, and they got a full toss, and then you slap it up 2 points. Cannot believe it.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Who knows? What if he comes on and gets a wicket of a full toss or a short
Yeah.
ball?
Saini.
No.
Riyan
No,
Parag.
yeah, Riyan Parag.
No.
Yeah, but
Saini,
I hope
Saini-
Riyan Parag gets scored. Yeah.
exactly. He won't bowl a full toss. He'll bowl a beamer.
Beamer.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, those are the two options for Gujarat. And I think it's also some way that field teams will do in terms of play with 3 overseas, especially those who are not sure in terms of using their 4th overseas play. Like KKR can do it every day with Lockie Ferguson. I don't think Lockie is solving any problems for them as of now.
Just
And
play Vaishnav Arora, right?
Yeah.
Instead of Lockie Ferguson.
yeah, and I don't know why you would not play David Vizet, to be honest, in that lineup.
Yeah.
What do you not gain from that?
Yeah. Especially considering they're not like really using Russell's batting anyway, and whenever they've used it, it's not been like useful anyway. I mean, they need to start looking at Russell as someone who could be like dropped or moved at least, because it's like they're almost they feel scared to do anything to Russell. It's like they are always willing to give him treat him like he's the biggest superstar, like.
Or the youngest child.
Yeah, but then they're not taking care of his health unless Russell himself wanted to bowl 4 overs that day. So again, that is we don't know.
I mean, getting David Villa again solves another issue, which is death bowling. He can bowl at the death as well. So,
but Russell himself is also not taking care of his health by playing like 45 T20 leagues per year, and he turns up to KKR always like 50% fit. I mean, honestly, when was the last time KKR had a 100% Russell at their disposal?
When was the last time any team had 100% Russell?
Yeah, but KKR because KKR are the team who are paying Russell the most, right? In terms of they retained him, man. Come on, and they backed him through the ban and all. Like KKR have done a lot for Russell, if you think about it. They've invested in Russell.
Oh, dude, that's
Gone.
a poor shot, yaar.
On that's
Oh, just about
brilliant,
taken.
brilliant in the end from Jaiswal.
And Chahal takes a big wicket.
It's exactly like the Jaiswal catch from last game as well, Chennai game. He pulled off. I think Conway was the batter,
Oh.
and there's a similar catch.
He has a new fade.
Oh, Jaiswal.
Like, how many times now has Hardik got out to spin this season? He got out to Chahal.
Like the same
He got
dismiss,
out.
the Zampa one, right? Just trying to
Yeah.
slog against a turn.
He got bowled off Jadeja. It's a good thing. Let's catch how many times he's gotten out to spin, because it feels like a plan to him from every team now that go this way with Hardik. He will take the risk, and then you could get him out right there. In the game against Punjab, Harpreet Brar, he got out to Harpreet Brar.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
So that's another wicket out to spin. In the previous game, when they played KKR, he got. Of course, he didn't play that game, and
He didn't
that's
play this thing, no.
yeah.
Chennai
And this is
game,
and DC he didn't get to bat, I think. Oh, he got to bat, but Khalil got him out with a good one. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
like still 3 dismissals to spin, and all of them very similar in terms of the line. And
Khalil is also spin. Yeah.
no, I'll let that go.
So it is Miller. Is it a surprise that Miller is batting up the order?
I mean, who was the other option? Abhinav Manohar, right? But
Yeah, I think Abhinav Manor.
but again, 2 leggies
But
against
he
Abhinav. I mean, I know that, but I think the thing is like Miller has not had a chance to impact this season at all, and I
Delhi,
think this is a
against
yeah,
Delhi,
yeah,
he
but
was, yeah.
still,
Yeah,
Not
game time is key.
it's already done by the
Yeah.
time.
No.
Miller
I think when Miller walked in, the game was perfectly in balance.
No. Abhinav Manohar and Shankar had pretty much, pulled the
They did, but
game in.
then also there was an
Gujarat's
opportunity.
favor.
Like if there's 1-2 wickets, it could have swung
Yeah.
either way. But yeah, maybe the thinking is, yeah, as you guys say, that to give more game time in the
Game
middle. Yeah. But again, who would you rather want at the death? Would you rather want Miller or? I mean, answer would be
Tewatia.
Rashid and Tewatia. But I'm saying out of the two, Abhinav Manohar or Miller, who would you rather want at the death against pace?
Miller, without question.
So that's where they could have probably see Gill. Given that Gill is there, we
Yeah.
just ask him to go. I mean, or just defend and ask Abhinav Manohar to go at it. So it's weird, but again, understandable at the same time that they want him game time.
Yeah, and the thing is that see, it's a very tricky entry point also. Like the 11th over, you send Abhinav Manohar, he gets stuck like Rinku Singh.
Hmm.
Then you are suddenly out of breath in terms of, oh, dude, like how would you not send David Miller now? It's a perfect time to send him, get him into the game. And the thing is the confidence that Rashid and Rahul Tewatia have right now in terms of finishing. You'd kind of feel that, see, it's not a direct comparison that they can do what Miller can. But if you want acceleration, they can do that. It may not always come off, but they have done that, and that gives them the confidence that okay, a set David Miller is a far more threatening option to have going into the last 5. It's something we discussed in the RCB game that they sent Maxwell up, where you felt that okay, they could have sent any domestic batter, but Maxwell came off. So it looks very, very different because the player has come off, and a set overseas batter is always preferred over a Indian batter who's just getting in.
Yeah, I mean, interesting point that. Let's see if the Miller move pays off.
Yeah, did you get Zampa or Ashwin?
No, I think it's Ashwin. Again, left-hander, and they've got the matchup.
Title is ending for Arsenal. 90 seconds to go, and they need a goal to
Guys have scored in similar situations, so I'm not counting it out.
A very, very sad
So
day.
we're seeing
to be
Tewatia is padding up, so I think he's come from a Nets or something. I'm not sure, but yeah. Looks like he's the one next who's going to bat, and it's not Abhinav Manohar. So it'll be interesting to see. Carambol.
Oh, it does. I could be wrong, but and Neraji did say that it gives you a lot of Chennai kind of feel with the way Gujarat use their resources.
Yeah,
And also to the comment that we have about not having enough collapses. It's like the role clarity is so good that
Mm.
nobody is trying to be somebody else. They are very sure, and even the move that you see with Rahul. Oh, is that
Is
bad
it,
now?
did it bounce on his boot or did it bounce the ground?
I think
It did come off the boot.
yeah.
That
Oh, it'll be a weird dismissal.
Ooh, here we go.
yeah, matchup.
Yeah, you see a left-hander, you know the next. If Ashwin is
He's gonna-
if Ashwin is playing, you know that he's gonna bowl. There's no other
Yeah.
way. Even Shivam, if somebody like Shivam Dubey struggles against him, so
Hey,
oh,
that's
it's
out.
gone. That's gone, and the move is not worked. They are looking stupid right
And
now.
it's over for Arsenal. The title is gone.
Wait.
Bloody hell, the title is
From
gone.
this,
No.
No,
It's pitched. It's pitched. It's
it
pitched.
is
Oh,
pitched.
no. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pissed.
from
From the other
angle,
angle, it looked like almost he hit it onto his foot and then.
Yeah.
But let's still wait for the third umpire.
let's see a third angle where you can't see anything. That will be the third angle they'll show.
No, the stump might could have been the third angle, but I think it's convinced that it's not out. So yeah.
I think Badri is like, oh, dikh raha upar. Dikh raha hai. Oh, upar. Oh, he's saying, look at the. Ashwin knows
There's
it's
no
not.
nothing. Yeah. But I think just to close that Kolkata
not.
game, I was very surprised, and again, it's a very something that I keep wondering how do teams adapt to changing surfaces? Like you have lost the toss, and you can name how many other players you want, and the impacts are, but it was sticky to begin with. And in the Kolkata inning, Venkayer was the only guy who looked like he was timing the ball. Even then, his some of his hits felt like they'll straight away go to a fielder, but he cleared the ropes.
Just that went for. I mean, he had a lot of luck. Opposed to that Gujarat knock where he was flawless, I guess. But today he had a lot of luck.
Yeah, and the moment Mumbai come on to play, you see the way Kishan took on Sunil Narain. It almost felt like it was a completely different deck. So like, how does the side then batting first approach? I mean, it's any which way a tougher thing to do, setting the total. But if the pitches are going to be because in the last game it felt like even 200 would have been under par. Like if you had 20 runs also, you wouldn't feel that okay that would have caused a problem. So I think that is something that I'm very keen to see how teams adapt to that and how hard can you go.
I don't think you can adapt to that in such situations because it's maybe you have a slightly better chance of maximizing your first innings total, but
Oh, is
I
that a
just
run out?
not yet.
Could have been a run out.
But yeah, if you get such kind of surfaces, it's just win toss, win match. It's like what happened in the Dubai
Sharjah,
World Cup, basically, right? And even in the IPL in Dubai, except for that final where CSK defended the total, but when a wicket behaves the way it did in this match,
Wankhede,
and you know what didn't also help was the fact that KKR were horrible with the ball, and it was not like.
Yeah, I think the comment is similar. He goes on to ask, he goes on to ask. If you look at the first inning score of previous seasons, only half of them were above 170 and the remaining below 170. How much is this going to change with impact sub rule? Nix, please answer. Yeah, so that's clearly a question for Nikhil first. Let's go.
Yeah, I think it is also to do with the amount of good decks, firstly, that we've seen, and also the fact that you have a substitute option that you can go that much harder. So, which is where you see the quicker starts team wanting because you know that you could easily sub out an extra batter for a bowler. So that is just freeing up people apart from some teams that they can still bat with intent right through. So that is possibly resulting in the higher scores. And where I'm also very much interested to see this is once the decks start to slow down, what this will also do is even on those decks you'll still end up with above par score most times. Because you'll have that extra batting option and teams will get smarter in terms of which is the batter that I want to use. Hopefully it's again the Anuj Rawat sub. I still don't understand how it was the plan and how it went that way, but you'd expect teams to probably just get better at using the impact sub rule, and then maybe what we discussed about then maybe batting first might be the better option if the decks are slowing down.
Oh God! Oh, he's dropped it.
Oh,
He's
dude,
easy opportunity here.
please slice of luck dialogue, Anirudh.
Yeah,
How
this is
many
like
slices of luck do
yeah,
you want?
Yeah, this is not a slice; it's an entire piece of luck.
dude. This is
Easiest.
easy, dude. He didn't even
Very-
get the. He didn't even get hands on the ball.
This is like when you are animating or doing something and you accidentally place more left, and then that's how it felt. Zampa went too far to catch
This
that.
the ball is life, and this is me trying to multitask. This is what happens when you multitask. Yeah,
So I just responding to Nikhil's
Yeah.
previous this thing statement. So every team will get an above par score and find out the right
Mm.
combinations except Lucknow.
and Delhi.
Lucknow always find the way to play the worst possible combination, and always there's Rahul will always ensure you're 15 below par so that he can come out in the presentation say we were 10-15 short. And he himself is the guy responsible for being 10-15 short.
But
I said bearing a few teams in that statement for the very
no,
reason.
see. I mean, I won't blame Rahul because the question was where did the game go wrong? Nobody asked him that. Were you wrong? They should start asking that. Then he will probably give an answer. Until then, he'll be like, team is 15 runs short, 20 runs short.
Yeah.
So what?
And maybe just to possibly put an end to that dismissals ever, I think it's the role that the team has given him.
Yeah,
Because there is no other way that Gambhir is satisfied with him playing the same way every game.
but he's been doing
For
this.
since
Yeah.
for Punjab, for India, for Lucknow, so how can a same guy have the same role, same exact role for three different
Franchisee.
teams?
Yeah.
And,
I think-
and kind of
and a franchisee which have a coach like Andy Fleur. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I'm coming to. I feel this is my theory, it could be right or wrong, that they see KL Rahul as the batter who can adapt to any surface, any challenge that is thrown to him. So they are telling him, you be the glue, we don't trust other batters. And it is in fact true also with the kind of batting that he's had with in Punjab and in Lucknow as well, in terms of the options that he's had to work with. So it feels as if this is the role for KL Rahul. You are the best batter. We expect you to bat through the first 10 overs at least. Give us 100, 120 kind of strike rate. Because the rest are not as good as you in terms of adapting to surfaces, let them take the risk. You don't take the risk, you take the risk only when you are set. Now, this is my theory. I don't know if it's right or wrong because, as he said, I think Andy Flower is a very strongly opinionated person in terms of how he wants his sides to work. And you add Gambhir there, it feels really unnatural or like very weird to have these two not having a problem with him.
mm,
But Rahul can only ever adapt to surfaces that are good to bowl. He can never adapt to surfaces that are good to bat because he never shows intent, but yeah, maybe we can talk about this in detail in the next 4 months because
then also it won't make
we
any
will
difference.
dedicate an entire episode to Rahul just to. I think we should
Scale
do that.
off.
I think if we should plan a show where we just take out our frustration on Rahul, have all the comments, talk about Rahul, ask all the questions and doubts you have about Rahul, and we will try to figure out what the hell is going on with him, what the hell has been going on with him for the past 3 years. Because I mean, the thing is, just to wrap up the Rahul chat, I think he's lost his ability to accelerate towards the end as well, in the sense that how many times has he really made it count, like what Harry Brook did 3 days ago, right? He just gets out at the worst possible moment, and he after wasting balls. So yeah, I mean, more on this
Later,
hopefully on the exclusive Rahul episode we will do down the line, hopefully. And Manish, if you're not listening to this, please plan a show because you're losing out on a lot of viewers and a lot of money by not doing this.
And I think we have a Nikhil fan right there with it who says expect something to happen this over. Yeah, let's go to dialogue for Nikhil.
Next door.
Almost.
Did not even let me complete Chuban.
And Chuban's holding RR to like very harsh standards here, like saying that they're continuing their poor work from last season. They're not a clinical team. Although last I remember they finished in the top 2 and they made the final. So
I think they finished in the top.
I would love for my team to be poor and finish in the top 2 and make the final.
Yeah. I think the balance of the side was missing last year. It is far better this year, is what I feel. And every side has a way to work with. And Abhinav Mano is doing what Robinathan used to do back for RCB, like at the sidelines, practicing hard for the big hits to follow. Let's see if they follow.
Kunal
But,
also does this. Like
Yes, Krunal. Yes, seen
Krunal
Krunal
knows.
also do that.
Krunal knows. I mean, if a team has Evan Lewis, they know that the wicket will fall. It's like
Yeah.
either
but
six or
then
out.
again, if you have Rahul, you know that the
A
wicket will never fall. Right?
That is on one end.
Or
no?
it will
That's
fall
it.
during the 14th over, and then you'll get out trying to hit a six of the second ball, and then people will blame you. Right? Like, look at that guy.
Wow.
He's scored 0 and
Yeah.
Rahul has scored 74. Like Akash is doing
No, not
3 hours
really.
ago. But yeah,
But yeah, chalo. 15th over, time for a wicket or
RR has
2 hits.
played really well here, and
Mm.
a lot
Yeah,
of credit
left.
to Zampa as well for the previous over he bowled.
Mm.
Where he should have had a wicket, by the way. He should have had a wicket.
Oh,
Yeah, 15th over. Chel, okay.
Nikhil, I want you to answer this before. I think this is
Yeah.
the last over we'll be a part of.
yeah.
Before
Yeah.
we make a
Before
substitution.
we get kicked out.
On
Nah.
paper, is this the best spin troika / trio we have ever seen in any T20 franchise side ever? Like Zampa, Ashwin, and Chahal. On paper, mostly on paper, strictly.
Yeah, as of now, yes. Sorry, I have a slight bias for Jakati, Jadeja, and Ashwin back then. But yeah, for
But
now
if
it is.
I don't think Jakati and Jadeja played a lot together.
Yeah,
I mean,
they did.
by the time Jadeja came in, Jakati was getting phased out of the.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but then
No,
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had enough games together where you feel that just choking for every end.
Mm.
yeah, but again on paper,
Paper, yeah, this is hard.
this is. I
Yeah,
mean, look at the
more
experience. Like
experienced.
we have,
Yeah.
we have two.
Oh!
Oh!
Superman effort from Butler, but it's gone
Look,
past him.
Yeah.
you do get the sense that the RR are going
RRR.
to regret dropping David Miller, because you don't drop a guy like Miller and not a sitter like that.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, and
Butler
just
flew, but so did the ball. So-
just before we go, we'll say the same thing, that is, please like, share, subscribe.
Yes,
Uh,
please do that.
Yeah, please share it with a friend, and please grow the community so that we can continue to entertain.
Yeah, entertain. And then
Yeah,
bottle like Arsenal. And yeah,
we will have all kind of
Yes.
conversation on the
Three-
watch along.
3 minutes for me to go and cry for another half an hour.
And he's already started putting the markers.
I'll cry, go outside and cry and come back for the middle. So please, I need that personal space. Within
Personal
this is two
space.
balls to go. Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't need another boundary.
yeah.
I think they could just be under par there.
Here, Avnish Hegde. And he's gonna
H dog is here.
hedgehog.
Oh,
20 or 17, last ball.
yeah.
want to bury
Producer,
myself in a
we
coffin
leave-
alive.
we leave that comment to Avnish and Co once they start. So
Yes.
I just want to bury myself in a coffin alive right now. Go outside and bury myself in a
what,
coffin
they're
alive.
like Undertaker.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
come out for the break.
Yeah.
exit that coffin at all.
Why?
Yeah, because who bottles a 2-goal lead against West Ham, and who bottles a 2-goal lead 2 weeks in a row?
Mm. And on this note, it is
Yeah, and on this note, it is time to make
a double sub. A
double
triple sub?
Triple
Is it
sub.
a
substitution for
Yeah,
the
it is a triple, right? Yeah, it is a triple sub. I think. Thanks, Nikhil. Thank you for your time.
Yes. See you again in the innings break.
Yeah, hopefully we get a
Hopefully,
good
yeah.
match.
Hopefully, you don't cry.
Nah.
Okay, so last 5 overs, Gujarat has scored 30 runs for 1 wicket.
Well done. And what do you think they're going to get? Because my prediction, I'm going to win the Amazon voucher of 1,000 rupees because I said 186 for 5.
वो सब तो ठीक है, but where is this innings going? I mean, I just want to
67
look
of the
at.
last 5 for sure.
I just look looking at the bowling options, Ashwin is bowled out.
Yes.
Who else?
Zampa has one more.
So Zampa would be bowling one.
Yeah. And Sandeep
Or
has two
kaun hai
more.
bhai?
So Sandeep's going to bowl this one, and he's swatted down the ground by Shubman Gill and brilliantly fielded by Riyan Parag. A little fumble, but they'll come back for two. And Gill's eyeing another 50 in the IPL. And again, some would say of slow time. But if you guys are joining us right now, some hilarious moments already in the watch-along with regards to that particular catch. Jurel, Samson, Hetmeyer bowled, literally both steps back. And there was a collision of three of them. And eventually, it was off Sanju's gloves onto Hetmeyer's shoulder into bowled to make it the funniest cotton bowl ever. 121 for 3, by the way.
So funny. So funny.
Hilarious. Like, is it like, I don't know, I've probably seen Maidan cricket, but I've never seen two of the best teams, apparently, of IPL 2023 do that.
Oh,
brilliant.
Should be taken.
Oh,
Easy.
sorry, I thought
Easy,
mid-off was
easy
in.
for Josh Butler.
And it's that man.
And now.
It's the giant silencer, Sandeep Sharma.
और अब बताओ भाई, अब 15 बॉल में 40 बनाने का मौका तो नहीं मिला. Then how would you rate this innings?
Match-winning knock.
What a knock. What
I
a
mean,
knock.
5.4 was 45. Even the ardent Gill fans, what will they say tonight? Actually, you play Gill's advocate tonight. Come on, defend this knock with all the cricket knowledge you know.
Well, we have other hitters in the team who we have bought so that they can just hit from ball one. It's not my fault that they are not hitting from ball one. I can't hit from ball one. I have to be there. I have to play for 20 overs, maybe score 50 runs in 35 balls. And then if I'm still there, the next 15 balls, I can score 50 more.
Is this a problem in Indian cricket? The fact that everyone's learning from the best?
Everyone wants to be an anchor.
Everyone wants to be me. Why do they want to be me? I'm an anchor, man.
Come on, yeah.
Anchors,
Don't be Avnish.
Yeah, don't be me, literally. At the end of the day, people will throw daggers at Virat, at KL, at Shubman. And rightly so, dude. The game's moved on. We're not living in 2012 where people are just
Can't play T20 cricket like this. I'm sorry to say.
You can't.
I know he has scored a T20 100 this year, but unfortunately, I don't know.
And there will be questions asked, do you think? Ashish Nehra, Gary Kirsten will be probably just a couple of things. Being Shubman, you're great, dude, but just maybe.
See, it won't matter as long as the team is winning. Simple. Hai.
Yeah.
This is what we have seen over the years. Ki bhai, jeet rahe ho to sab sahi hai.
Yeah.
If you're not winning, then ye issue hai.
Who do you think has the best first 10 ball strike rate out of KL, Shubman, and Virat?
I think right now it must be Virat. This season to pakka Virat. Because he knows ki spin baad mein nahi padega.
Yeah.
So at least target the pacers.
Anirudh, if you're watching our stats man, please let me know that in terms of the best and the worst 10 ball strike rates. First 10 ball strike rates, that is. Then we can see who
I think
are
worst
the real
would be KL.
criminals.
If in three mein to Virat would be the best.
Yeah.
Second would be Gill. Third would be KL. This is my assumption. Let's see.
Yeah, I echo those thoughts.
This is not my assumption, my prediction.
Prediction as well. Let us know what you guys think as well. And also let us know your comments in terms of the predictions, because we're putting out the prize on offer. Mine's still a fair way, about 60 plus runs. Sanjay Papia, very good to see you. It's been a while that I've taken a question from you, I think 2-3 watch-alongs ago. Anyway, you go and ask, which approach is better for a team? One player playing through and accelerating the end, or every player only think you're playing 3 overs at max where they go berserk?
See, Sanjay, I think there is no right answer here.
Yeah.
Because you can't just have all players thinking that I'll play 3 overs and we'll just see what.
Has any T20?
Because there will be players who would not survive for the entire length of 18 balls or so. So I think in this day and age, if someone has the role of playing through the innings, I mean, it has to be 2 people. But the reason I say 2 people is because they should be told, ki bhai, take 10 balls, not 30 balls. After, I mean, if you need 10 balls to get set, do it. But then after that, you have to take your chances.
Yeah.
If it doesn't click for you, if you get out, then we'll send this guy who will be a backup anchor. And if you are there, we won't send him. We'll just keep on sending others to hit around. And this is just my take. This is what I feel that how an ideal T20 team should be constructed. I mean, there's no room for an anchor who just सोच के बैठा है कि मैं 30 बॉल तक तो 120 के स्ट्राइक रेट से खेलूंगा या 100 के स्ट्राइक रेट से
I think if any team in the IPL goes about it that way, I think only CSK come close, where they are willing to be flexible. They don't have a very set batting order.
Yeah.
Obviously, Gaikwad Conway opens, but after
I mean,
that
but
we've seen
even Gaikwad is not your everyday anchor.
correct. But I'm just saying, after that, they're willing to be flexible.
Yeah.
Some days Dubey, some
Yeah.
days Raidu, depending on match situations and matchups. I don't see other teams doing it.
See, because right now for Gujarat, they have Gill anchoring, they have
Yeah.
Sudarshan anchoring, they have Hardik Pandya anchoring.
Yeah,
So you can't have three anchors. Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, and all of the pretty same mold.
correct.
Hardik Pandya, I mean, I know he can be an aggressor, but he's just chosen to be an anchor.
Exactly. And Sudarshan, as much as he can try, his glass ceiling is only
Yeah.
that high, right? We've seen it with Tilak
Yeah.
at points that you mentioned that he has the capabilities to take the game away. But look, it's a conversation that just goes on and on. Gail not getting a 50, I think I just jinxed it when I was coming on in this watch along. But let's see how much they can finish with. It is Abhinav Manohar who's joined David Miller out there. We'll put out some stats right now in the midst of this watch along. As you can see, finishing in style, it goes on to say highest run rate for teams in over 16 and 20 since 2022. My beloved RCB up there, but Gujarat Titans are third on this particular depiction. And it tells you a lot about their firepower towards the end, particularly David Miller, Rashid Khan, Rahul Tewatia. I would add Manohar in this category, but those three do the bulk of it, right? So who you tempted to send in next?
Depends on who gets out.
Still, would it still be Tewatia?
I think Tewatia, yeah, why not? Because
Why not, right?
how many overs of spin to go? 2 overs of spin to go still, but both will be leggies.
Correct.
Yeah, I think Tewatia naturally comes next. And
I did generally think the next 4 overs, let them just go for it, even if they lose 4 wickets, they have Shanaka.
Yeah, see, yeah, both of it, then it'll be a compromise on their bowling because
He's not bad.
right now they just have 4. I mean, you can't just trust him to be a 4-over bowler.
2. Oh, yeah.
Not really. Hardik Pandya, you don't know if he's bowling or not.
Oh, like that. KKR is like scoring 200 and need 200 within 2 overs.
Yeah. By the way, Sarana and KKR could have easily scored 210, 220, if not for a certain period when they slowed down.
Yeah. Their worst.
And I'm not sure if that would have been enough, but yeah.
So coming back to.
Yeah, I mean, just think about it now. Even to reach a power score from here,
Yeah.
they have to score 60 in the last 4, which is. I just feel for the lower order batters. I mean, a lot has been expected from them just because certain.
But do you think
people don't
180 is
anchor.
par? You think 180 is par?
With Gujarat's bowling, yeah.
Okay, I think it's about 170 tonight by the looks of things. I think going forward in the tournament, par scores will just keep reducing.
Yeah, ऐसा तो मतलब I don't know. I mean, 170 par तो I mean, gone are the days when you can call 170 par.
Like even today in the afternoon, everyone thought the pitch is going to slow down. But maybe that was just Mumbai's brilliance in the power play which took the game away. They knew they had to kind of strike early. Otherwise, it could have been a different game, man. 180.
But I mean, what if they had one player in the team in the power play who's thinking कि मेरे को पूरा खेलना है, बाकी मारो.
Glad Ishan Kishan didn't take that route. Or Rohit Sharma, who's a super sub, by the way. Anyway, 125 for 416 overs gone. Why is Holder dropped? I was actually going to ask Som that earlier. We'll come to it right now. I don't know. I've kind of.
Basically, they picked Zampa over Holder.
As simple as
Simple
that.
as that, yeah. I mean, there is no other conclusion. They feel that Zampa would add more value based on the wicket and opposition.
Yeah.
Because Holder ki batting to aani rahi. And with the impact sub, they can actually add an extra batter, which they will, particle. So
Yeah.
Holder ki, I mean, if throughout the season he's hardly batted.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think Holder is likely to play the next 2 games though, because RR play at home on Wednesday. At home, I mean in Jaipur, which probably you think on that surface Holder is better equipped.
Let's see. I mean, if they just want to continue with the 3-spinner rule, because these 3 spinners,
3 spinners.
just imagine 12 overs of Zampa, Ashwin, and Chahal. You're already choking the opposition. Plus, you have Trent Bolt with a new ball.
True, but
So-
the next 2 venues is Jaipur and Bangalore. So Holder, maybe. Or would you still take a gamble? That way, then you play 3 spinners throughout.
Is Bangalore the day game?
Bangalore is the night game.
It's the night game.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe yes. Maybe that day Holder plays. You never know.
Yeah. And in Jaipur as well. Otherwise, they just go in with the philosophy of 3
Yeah,
spinners.
even then, I mean, they don't have to really play Holder. They can play just Kuldeep Sen
Yeah.
and maybe add one more batter, Donovan Ferreira. Ki bhai ja maar. Just
Yeah,
be a
Donny
clear hitter.
Ferreira's on the waiting wings. Joe Root's on the waiting wings. I don't know if they're going to get a game. Surely, if Rajasthan maybe are ambling across the line, then maybe they'll bring in a couple of guys. But let's see how that goes. Anyway, Miller's 23 of 20. Even Miller's not looked really threatening today. Whether it's just been good.
We'll
balls
only
or
know in
what.
the second innings if this wicket is really that tough to bat.
Yeah. Oh, that's a short ball, and he's pulled it away, but just for a single over there. 128 for 4, 16.3. My predictions definitely got coming if these guys are going to be batting like that. Soam's predictions on 167. I mean, if you win $1,000 in terms of an Amazon watch, what do you buy? What would you buy?
There are a couple of books in my bag, so maybe I'll just go ahead and
Like the hard copy?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I mean, normally people don't buy hard copy books right now. Everyone's gone to the Kindle mode. But there's something about a hard copy book, right? Just
see, if it's a newly launched book, then definitely I'll prefer the hard copy.
yeah.
If it's a book which has gone out of publication, though, I have no other option. Instead, I just save those books for my Kindle.
Yeah, I think Kindle is a good resource. Anyway, back to the cricket. I just want to ask Som about how RR have just looked at different franchise in the last 2 years compared to the last 13. I know with Vaughan and all of that, they won. But is it purely because of getting their Indian pedigree sorted? They've got it for Ashwin, Chahal, proven match winners. Ashwin, Chahal, obviously they got bowled from MI. And these are the 3-4 signings which they've absolutely nailed.
See, like everyone, you've forgotten the most important person.
I knew I was forgetting someone.
You're forgetting Simran Hetmeyer. I think
Yeah.
he's added a lot of value to this team.
So with those 4-5 guys, can you just change the a nature of a franchise? I mean, that's how good they are. Because Ashwin and Chahal,
See, they already had Butler and Samson,
Yeah.
which in itself, I mean, two big names.
but they never had the Indian star power. Right? They had Sanju and Rian all the time. But now they have Sanju, Ash, Yuzi. And they're trying to get the best out of the rest also. But
Yeah.
I mean, they
But Chahal and Yuzi, I mean, it just makes them the best spin bowling team now. And in that itself is a very big advantage.
but as you say
Finally,
that,
a
he's
six.
been hoisted for 6.
Finally a 6. So, yeah.
But
so
still,
they
before this ball, 1 for 13-4, I'd take that all day.
yeah, I mean,
Ashwin's giving me 2 for 26, I'll take that all
so
day.
he went for 6 runs in the 5 balls. Aakhri ball pe 6 pada, to 12 over.
Yeah.
And 12 and over in the last 4, you'll take it
To
actually.
take it. And not a bad return. I know from a fantasy points, it's just 1 for 36 is nothing. But in the grander scheme of things, RR have some top bowlers. And remember, Prasid is not playing for them. So they have a lot of things going right for them. Let's see if they actually enter that top 4. They were not in my predictions, but we're asking you tonight this question.
So Bolt to bowl the next.
Bolt to bowl the next. And tomorrow is the big one. It is the big one.
Yeah. Will it be the last time?
Oh,
Dhoni versus Kohli.
oh, don't say it. Don't say it. I don't think so. I definitely don't think so.
So you think these two will be playing the qualifier or the eliminator?
These two are definitely making the top 4, Kohli and Dhoni for sure. And just to give you more stats on that, RCB and CSK, they've played each other 30 times in IPL. RCB won 10 out of those 30. So every 1 in 3 games, we beat CSK. And at the Chinnaswamy, 4 wins apiece. The last time we played here, Dhoni was not run out, but he got his partner run out, and RCB won by 1 run. Remember that game?
Umesh Yadav over.
What a game that is.
So Chahal has been subbed out.
Yeah,
I think Particle might be in. Who's in?
already.
We're
It's
yet to
interesting.
confirm.
Chahal just doesn't even play T20 cricket
Yeah,
anymore.
Particle is in.
T17
So, I mean,
cricket.
Pretty long batting lineup for Rajasthan. They should fancy the chances. In the last 3 overs, if they somehow don't allow Gujarat to score more than 35 runs, they should fancy this game.
Yeah, but I'm thinking from a Gujarat perspective, if you get Butler, there's problems. If you get Butler early on, and I know you could say that about any good batter, but Butler in particular, bro, like
Yeah,
you're taking
I won't,
70,
I won't deny that.
you're essentially taking 50, 60, 70 runs out of the game. And a guy who can just win the game with some 3 overs to spare. If Butler goes, then I'm thinking, okay, fine, how will
Good ball,
Samson,
good ball.
how will the rest of the lads chip in?
But Samson is due a good knock because he has been dismissed cheaply in
Correct.
what again a duck, right, in the last game.
Yeah, but both with Jadeja.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah,
I also think that Ashwin will continue to surprise us batting slightly higher up because they simply want to elongate that
actually,
tail.
and Ashwin's batting is the reason that they feel कि holder की भी need नहीं है अभी.
Correct, for sure. I mean, Ashwin got man of the match. I know he was dropped twice and there was a shambolic run-out miss.
Oh, this
But he could
is
be
gone.
held out here.
Yeah, this-
Southern Guarding, what
Oh!
are we saying? What are we saying?
I think Ahmedabad really has a short straight boundary. I mean, even that day when Rinku Singh was hitting it, a few of the shots I felt ki nahi jayega, but it carried.
It's an optical illusion, the straight boundary at the Ahmedabad Stadium. TDB can't score on such a pitch so he can only play on a flat track. Flat track.
Yeah, I mean, last Chennai wicket was not a flat track. He played a decent knock.
Decent.
He took care of Theeksana, who was not an easy bowler to, score runs
Who's
against.
DDP's main threat tonight? Joseph.
High pace.
And I mean, obviously Rashid.
shots.
Sadhar
Six
Angani. I'll tell you what, he played a cameo the other day as well in that Rinku loss that they suffered. He got a couple of good sixes and fours, or maybe fours more than sixes. But
Lusty blows.
he's doing that again. Brilliant. I actually love it.
Yeah, 14 of this over already.
And people are actually bailing Gill out. We saw Vijay Shankar the other day as well.
Yeah, true.
63 of 24.
Tewatia that day with the scoop.
Miller, and Tewatia as well. Is Tewatia solely a finisher for RR? He doesn't bowl. And he's probably a fielding
Four
specialist.
more.
Oh, he's
Four
got this
more. Oh, fielded.
Fielded.
But dodgy. They will now spend 5 minutes reviewing this.
Already a positive for the impact sub.
Sub tod diya usne.
Sub.
Boundary.
Impact sub tod diya, literally. 153 for 4, 17.5. I think even Somesh's 167 will be eclipsed by the looks of it. Is this well done? It is well done.
Oh, good job.
Good job, DDP. Great job. Yeah, so we're going to be doing the RCB CSK watch-along tomorrow and many more watch-alongs later this week. So remember, Thursday, the following Thursday, will be the first ever double-header Thursday in IPL history.
Oh, they used to have double-header Wednesdays.
Yeah, I think so.
Long back.
Not Thursdays. So let's see how that goes. He's taking bold on here. And he'll come back for 2 no. He'll keep strike.
20 of 9. Great knock.
Great knock, honestly. And this is where you guys can get really hands-on with the cricket.com app to check out the impact player scores post-match. It's actually pretty cool how they measure those things. So even say a Virat scores a 50 of 34 balls, not necessarily does it impact well in the game. And then it gives you a sense of how to understand the game better.
Yeah.
Right? Because
basically the impact points, which are points measured based on a player's contribution to team's victory.
Yeah.
So it's not your regular ki bhai isne run banaya, usne wicket liya. No.
Yeah.
It's actually what impact they had on their side, team's win.
Correct. Case in point, Venkatesh Iyer's 83 last time around. I know the 100 went in main today, but we did that in the IPL ranking show that Som did it. But coming back to the game, Rahul Tewatia is like, when will I bat? Yeah, retire ho jao. They're getting spin in. Sorry, Zampa has last over, right?
Zampa has 1 left and Sandeep Sharma has 1 left.
Okay, so he's bowling the penultimate Zampa to Sadhar Angani. GT doing a GT again, saying Kamal Laswab. Rahul.
Oh, dot ball. Come on, lads. Stop them at 13 runs and you really need to buy those books.
Sorry, that's not a name, right? That's a mistake in Kerala. Yeah, for a second, I was just like, can't be a real name. RR every season drops videos of Riyan Parag bowling in the nets. Why doesn't he bowl in games? Can you please tell his domestic figures?
So that one is on Anirudh. Anirudh, if you're listening to us, can you please help Vipul with
all
Riyan
that
Parag's
domestic
numbers from SMART, I guess?
Yeah. By the way, all you guys watching, you guys are not liking this watch along. 21 of y'all, but I can see only about 14 likes. Please like a little bit more and share this as much as possible. Because we put a lot of effort in, we put our heart and soul every weekend to give you a watch along, a running commentary.
Heart, soul, blood, sweat.
Everything. Tears at times, even though none tears at the office. But yeah, let's see how much they can get in their last 10 balls. I hope they can get 31 from here, which will be pretty much me winning the Amazon 1,000 rupee voucher. Rashid's still there. Tewatia's still there. Zampa's ball along off. But there is a fielder. He can just watch it go for 4.
Gaushala mein koi fielder nahi tha.
Hetmeyer was there, but he was slightly wide-ish. And this was, perfect.
Hetmeyer was more deep mid wicket and then cow corner.
True. I mean, Gujarat fans can never fill their stadium up, right?
The fans hai nahi abhi.
Yeah,
it takes some time.
110,000 Gujarat fans at home. I don't know, even if CSK...
I think Chennai would have been able to fill it.
Yeah.
And I think Bangalore would have been able to fill it.
Bangalore, I mean, even if you had 2 stadiums, you would fill it.
What do you think about Mumbai?
Mumbai, I think, is well, for sure, because Wankhede is a 40,000 seater, so they'll managed to eke 40,000 out for sure.
Hmm.
But RCB in Chinnaswamy is a 35,000 seeder, but even if it was a 75,000 seeder, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Literally.
Top overs so far. I mean, he's given 6. If he doesn't give any other boundary, which Abhinav Manohar, I mean, he likes hitting pace more. If he doesn't concede any more boundaries, then it will be a very good over.
I'm just doing the math. 26 of Zampa, 26 of Ashwin, 36 of Chahal. You'd still take that 12 overs of spin, not give what, no more than 80.
Hmm.
That's quite mad. That's honestly quite mad.
Oh, just when I said this is 6.
Fuck, he's hit that to the Sarovar Dam. Jesus,
Oh
man.
my God.
That is absolute madness from Sadarangani, who has different names. He's also known as Abhinav Manohar. I keep calling him Sadarangani because it just has a ring to it. Something is wrong today. Players who were labeled wicket takers are getting smashed today. Naran against MI, none for 41 in his 3. Bolt, 1 for 46 in his 4. Yep, for sure. Let's see if Rashid gets the same treatment tonight. Speaking of Rashid, we have a piece on the homepage if you are privy to the cricket.com app. What makes him so potent? It was a piece put up by the data team. We converted that to the video. And it could be a wicket for Zampa. It is.
Now, see, think about this. I was thinking that they'll take 3 overs 35.
Yeah.
2 overs, despite
Who take 3 overs 35?
Rajasthan with the ball.
Fair.
So in 2 overs, despite these boundaries, they only scored 24 in 2 overs.
Yeah.
Last over was a 12-run over. This over was a 12-run over. So, and Abhinav played a great knock.
Yeah. He's actually saving.
And just think about it. And even then, Gujarat will be ending below par. So when batters say कि भाई नीचे hitter है, उनका job है, this is how much difficult it is.
Yeah.
Even after hitting a 4 in the 6 in the over, you're getting only 12 runs.
And
20 run overs are not easy to.
And even if Miller goes mad, max to max have 5 runs per. Max to max.
Yeah.
Because you feel at times still it's a good surface to bat on.
Yeah, I mean, they're just 166. Even if they get a 20 run over, they'll be par.
So who are we blaming here?
I mean, it's obvious.
Does it go back to the top?
It has to be. You are playing in the power play.
Yeah. And like all the corporate offices in India, it comes from top down.
And the bottom and the bottom thing, the ball moves for 1-2 overs. Well, over number 3, so you should be just going hell for leather.
Bro, it just makes me think, who do we name as the irreplaceable player for Gujarat before the season? Rashid.
Rashid, yeah.
It's Saha, bro. It's Saha. Let's say it right now. I know it's an unpopular opinion. Saha's not a sexy name, but he does you the job. He does you the job. I want to see Saha's performances and match-winning performances so far for Gujarat.
Yeah, I think
It'll be crazy.
I'd be surprised if Gujarat lose when Saha scores because I think they end up winning.
Yeah. And Shrikar Bharat is Saha's replacement. I love you, Shrikar Bharat, but you'll never be as good as Saha, at least in the power plays. So Rahul Tewatia has come out to play his own derby. The Rahul Tewatia derby, remember, he's represented both these
last
franchises.
evening was a KL Rahul derby and this is now a Rahul Tewatia derby.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Also, I think we've put out the Rahul Tewatia press conference on our app. He had some really good points in his previous press conference where he was saying that, finishing and me are best friends. And he's really take that role well. I don't think he's not finished a single game for Gujarat, which is maddening. Anyway, Sandeep Sharma to David Miller. Now he contained the best of the best.
उस दिन भी पहली बॉल वाइड ही डाला था.
Yeah. And he conceded
I think
another
that's
wide.
the trick for Sandeep Sharma. First ball wide डालो.
First ball wide, second ball wide. Then 2 sixes.
2 sixes. उसके बाद देख लें.
And then we'll figure it out. But still, I think Gujarat need, at best, an 18-run over. At best. 185 psychologically for RR to chase. And look, even 170 right now, if they get Butler, honestly, you guys are in the game.
But that's a big if.
I know. But Butler, dude, law of averages. Right? He's can't
The law of averages
every
Samson
game.
Law of
every
averages
game.
applies for Samson as well.
It's true. I just hope Butler doesn't.
See, the point is,
makes the game
now
much more
Gujarat have a score where they want Rashid Khan to have a top day. He will have top days in 8 out of 10 games. But uske bina nahi chalega.
Yeah. And that's the
And
thing.
actually, if Rajasthan do not give wickets to Rashid Khan, they'll fancy themselves chasing down. And that becomes tricky for Hardik, the skipper. Okay, Rashid ko kab laye? Because they've been using him as a death bowler.
Yeah.
But today they might need wickets from him up front. But up front, Rajasthan can just play him out.
Yeah, but that Butler versus Rashid one is a great matchup because it's either feast or famine. What a shot that is. He's drilled him through extra cover for 4. And he'll take that. Gujarat will take that. 4 balls left, by the way. My predictions on course, 15 of 4. Treadpole in the IPL, first over wickets 5, economy 3.3, overs 4, remaining 3, 1 wicket, economy 10, overs 12. So it's almost...
So basically, Trent Bolt se pehla over karwa and impact sab out.
Yeah, literally.
Bring Holder in.
Yeah.
After Bolt's first over.
Which is madness. I'm just trying to check Critlytics and what it says right now, because it'll give us a good indication how this game is spiraling on. Let's go. Okay, so 75% still GT. So obviously they think differently to us, which is the world's best cricket algorithm.
Oh,
Edge for unlucky. It was honestly one of those perfect Dwayne Pretorius balls, wide Yorker, but he manages to eke a boundary out of that. And 175 now, can they get to 180, 185? And that's where things will really be a little bit in terms of a momentum shifter for RR to consider. Butler and Jaiswal are devastating. We've seen that already. Let's see how they'll be curtailed. I think it'll be straight up Rashid going to Butler. They're not going to wait for him and all of that. There is another ploy to go short to Butler, but that is playing at your own risk. Alzari Joseph bowling short to Butler, especially in the power play.
Let's see. Alzari Joseph to power play mein bahut hi kam bowling kara hai. Usually he won't be the first choice bowler.
Yeah.
They'll start with Shami, and if they sub in little, then maybe they'll give the first 2 overs to them.
Yeah.
Then Shami will continue, then maybe Rashid will bowl the 4th over. Oh,
Miller's gone
ball.
again. Miller's gone again for
That's
6,
a
is it?
Oh no, he's
been
gone!
held out. He's been held
Beauty.
out. Low full toss, couldn't be capitalized, been held up ahead Maya.
Bhai, that's the first time I'm actually watching Miller not taking full toll of the full toss.
There's something about batters. Even the best. But jokes apart, my score goes out of the window right now. Thanks, David Miller. I said 186 for 5. I'm not going to win that voucher. Lots of other fans who said 190, obviously they're out. And maybe Rashid Khan can still
Bhai,
manage
Rashid Khan aa raha hai, bhai. He can easily hit just 2 sixes nonchalantly. Yeah, bhai, take
for
it.
187. No 186, which won't make me win my
Ho sakta hai na? Ek 6, ek wide, ek 4.
Oh, I mean, it's still mathematically possible. That's too much to ask, I guess. Way too much to ask. Yeah, so as I see the cricket.com app, 71% Gujarat still favourites to win this game. Let us know if you guys agree or disagree with some of our predictions on terms of our match analysis on the cricket.com app. And subscribe if you guys are new. Let us know how much Rashid's going to score. I think there is going to be a snake shot, let alone whatever the outcome. I love those snake shots where he's just literally just donking it from ball 1. And Gujarat fans, are you nervous?
Ashish Nehra is checking the ground out for due.
Yeah. Yep. Now.
Shami warming up his right shoulder. Oh,
he's stomped it away. They want Rashid back on strike. Oh no. Is that a run out? It could be a run out here, you know. There could be a run out.
Just a single.
Jesus.
So 2 fours, 1 wide. So 9, 10 runs of the over.
Yeah.
So they've scored 34.
Yep.
So if they go score 1 more, 35.
Which is just pretty shocking. Is he out? No.
He's in. Oh! Arey baapre, this is out.
100%.
This is out, but they'll still get the single.
Yeah. They should still get the signal.
The most irrelevant run out in the history of
It's
IPL
shocking.
2023. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, कोई आएगा नॉन स्ट्राइकर एंड पे खड़ा रहेगा.
History of IPL.
Yeah, I know what I said.
But look, at the
But
end,
IPL 2023 का history by 2 weeks भी तो history होता है.
yeah, for sure. We already have lost count of all the memorable knocks.
ऐसा भी नहीं है कि रन आउट नहीं दिया तो एक रन का फर्क पड़ेगा. कुछ भी नहीं है, मतलब basically full irrelevant है ये run.
Yeah. Also realize I've got,
I mean, they should not waste time on this.
Where will we win the title? Dropping points against
Let's not just shortchange our listeners with.
So 1 ball left, 70%. What has changed in the last 1 ball?
Single आया ना. They could have hit a boundary, भाई. It would have predicted कि वो boundary मारेंगे तो और आगे जाएंगे.
Okay, can they get psychologically 180? That's what they're looking at. 176 for 6.
Come on, dude, don't waste time on this run out. यार इसका
This is
कोई
ridiculous.
relevance ही नहीं है इस run out
This
का.
is ridiculous. Honestly, it is.
Just give it not out.
Fine
Benefit of doubt.
margins.
Batter को दो खत्म करो भाई.
Fine margins. And Rashid could be dismissed for his first platinum duck. Is it? Is it?
Platinum duck कैसे हुआ? Single लिया है उसने भाई. Oh, out दे दिया है.
Out.
Oh, third umpire is
Oh, he took a single.
in the mood to have some fun. कि अभी
Sorry.
अगर बाहर जाएगा कोई
One
और
of one.
आएगा.
One of one.
The only relevance of this is it just impacted Rashid Khan's average and it has added one run out in Sandeep Sharma. And who was the thrower?
Thrower thing.
Butler.
Butler.
Butler's
Kitty.
kitty. Yeah.
So one boundary away from 180. Is that enough? That'll be something to talk about in the halftime show. I think Anirudh and Akash are on their way to the studio. Oh wait, they already are. What am I saying?
And they will be joined by Nikhil.
Nikhil and
discuss-
Gujarat. And they'll take
Nikhil
you
तो छुट्टी मना रहा है यार. Chill कर रहा है.
and they'll take you all the way up till the 20th over of the next innings.
And the next game as well. Next full week, they'll be just here live. चलता रहेगा live कभी बंद नहीं होगा.
At least
This studio will be like a Big Boss show where the camera and then everyone will just keep watching what Anirudh and Akash are doing for a
okay.
week.
Is it going to
Oh,
be a
good ball,
boundary?
good
No.
ball.
Is it going to be a team hat trick?
Single भी नहीं है. अरे थ्रो नहीं किया.
Team hat trick or surely?
What an over. Brilliant. So 12, 12, 12. 3 12s in the last 3 overs.
That is
I
brilliant.
think Gujarat have par. But at best par. You can't call it above par.
Yeah. Quickly, just before we leave, best bowler for Rajasthan on the day, Sandeep Sharma. or
Sandeep
Ashwin?
Sharma, I think so.
Yeah.
I'll give it to Sandeep Sharma. He bowled the more difficult overs.
Okay, fair. I agree with that.
Ashwin bowled to a player who did not want, who felt like he'll attack later.
Let's get into that about a Tamil Nadu person, about a Tamil Nadu person.
Yeah, but I mean, a team cannot have 3 anchors. Sorry to
Tamil Nadu person, Tamil Nadu person. Okay, anyway, guys, we'll have a quick dinner and then be back. Should be back probably before the first over.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, we'll see you guys then. We can't go.
Yep. The familiar trio is back.
So yeah, back and so what do you think, Nikhil? So I have about 3 talking points and 3 questions
Wow.
that I have to ask.
So
And
prep.
first, first question is: do you think 177 is par, above par, or below par?
I feel it's par for the course in terms of the options that they have. They would have probably wanted 10-15 more, given that they had wickets in hand, just didn't get that acceleration from the other end. Mira tried his best. Remember, he was dropped. So
Yeah.
from Rajasthan's end, I actually feel they've given away 10-15 still extra. Had they taken Miller early, this could have been kept to a 160-165 kind of score. And it's a game of small margins. Gujarat have a better bowling attack. And even if there is just one player who will be troubled by that. So I think that actually that is why it's probably a par score. So yeah, I think Gujarat will fancy their chances.
So my second question is: do you think perhaps GT will look back on Gill's knock as a missed opportunity, because he scored 30 of his first 17 balls, and in his last 17 balls, next 17 balls, he scored just 15 runs. So eventually he ended up scoring 45 of 34 instead of what could have been like 53 of
23,
25 or
yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. Or so we saw in the morning as well where how slowing down eventually cost the side, and the team that batted second just steamrolled the second innings, the chase. So yeah, I mean, if indeed GT go on to lose this match, do you think they'll look back on Gill's knock as kind of, well, you were in and you had everything, and why did you slow down? Like a situation like that.
Yeah, I think traditionalists are not going to. We will think for sure, because they're always it's a very thin and a fine line between wanting the set batter to go more hard or go lesser hard. Because I think Hardik did his job fairly well. I don't think there can be any questions of Hardik in the way he started. He's someone who's actually starts slower. So he came in and just fell, and he got out trying to go the same way. So I think post this IPL will be in a better space to see that Sai is batting first, will not slow down. Even
Yeah.
not to respect the better bowler of the side, even if it's after power play. You'll have to just keep going. And even if it's the best bowler that's bowling, you'll have to take them on to get to that extra cushion of score. So I don't think they'll probably look at Gill. I think they may also say that you needed some more runs from Saha or Sai Sudarshan. Sai also had at 19 ball 20. I think he had a similar score in the previous game as well. Well, he got out for 19 of 20. So like
Mm.
it's a very small, but it's like those 10-15 runs. You add 10-15 runs to both Gill and Sai Sudarshan, this total is 185, 190. It suddenly looks a better score. So,
Mm.
and because one thing that I hope team will start to realize is wickets in hand will not mean anything if it's a tougher deck to start.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can say that I have 7 wickets in hand, but it is not easy for everyone. You should have similar players to go from ball one. So I
Mm.
hopefully in the coming times we'll see that happen. So I think they'll do a lot more than just one knock. I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I just smiled between because I thought you were joking outside that Gill ran Sai Sudarshan out. So technically, the blame goes
Twice,
again
twice to Gill.
twice. But yeah, the last thing is, who do you think will Gujarat or should Gujarat sub on? Because we were just
Maybe
looking
Little, right?
outside that Hardik was having a chat with Jayanti Yadav, so I'm not sure if he's going to be subbed on or not. I mean, could be a possibility, but
Yeah.
Rajasthan have Padikkal, they have Hetmeyer,
Hetmeyer, and they have Jaiswal at the top.
Jaiswal
So
as well.
three
They have three left-handers in the
left-handers.
top five, so that is a possibility. But the ball is not swinging, and you think Little will trouble anyone, or
Yeah.
will they go against Sai Kishore maybe?
No, I don't think he's there. So I think
Yeah.
it's either Little or
Mhm.
Jayant Yadav. Little maybe for Butler because he's kind of looked. I mean, in the World Cup also
Okay,
he got.
fair enough. He took
Yeah.
Butler's.
So it's like they
So-
could take that punt.
So no changes in your opinion. Just stick to the winning
Yeah.
formula. Just sub in Little as usual.
Because I mean, designated role has been that
Mhm.
he just comes on and then picks a wicket in the power play or just bowls those tight overs. So, but I mean, it hasn't looked like a surface where there is a lot of turn as well. So it's just the quality of Rajasthan spin trio is such that they could control the game even after
Yeah,
being hit.
Yeah.
It might not be the same with Jayant Yadav because again he's just. But again, who am I to say that he's playing for Gujarat? So he might be a new match winner for them. It could just happen.
like
that
Abhinav Manohar today,
Yeah.
popped out of nowhere. But I have to talk about definitely talk about a very, I mean, an exceptional spell from Sandeep Sharma again.
Mm.
2 for 25, I think he finished with, and this despite bowling the final over to a set David Miller. And remember that 1-4 was also edged, and
Mhm.
it was he's probably unlucky to concede that 4 as well. So, I mean, out of nowhere, Rajasthan have accidentally ended up solving a problem, right? They have a power play bowler and a death bowler now. It's
Two
like
in one.
Prasid's loss has completely been nullified by the entry of Sandeep Sharma, who's at least for the time being, he looks like he can't do any wrong whatsoever. So
Yeah, I think what's also to consider is Prasid was somebody who could hit the deck. Now, while Sandeep is solving their problem on this kind of decks, very keen to see what happens when they are playing on a different kind of deck where you want somebody to hit the deck. Who are your options then? They could possibly get KM Asif back if they want to. Who knows? So, so those options are. It's a better space to be in. That is for sure. As compared to trying to look at somebody like an Navdeep Saini, that okay, take the pitch out of the equation completely. So hopefully that is not a worry now. You have Sandeep, who's a bang. He's always been a bang, but it's also it's also a form thing that Trent Bolt is coming back, and he went for runs in the end overs. And that could easily happen with Sandeep as well someday. So the point is they still don't have the sixth option right now in the side. And against a side that bats better than what Gujarat did in the middle overs, like just after the power play, they might have a problem that okay, we don't have a sixth bowling option. If Riyan Parag comes on, teams will take him on. So I think that's the only blip that they'll want to take care of going forward. As of now, it looks all rosy.
But I think Rajasthan will be happy if the I mean, going by how the tournament is behaving, maybe the tracks in the coming days will be slower and slower. If that is the case, Rajasthan have the perfect batting and the bowling to kind of solve that issue. So
And
Yeah,
and
and get Parag also. So
speaking of Rajasthan, we have a question from Subhash Chandra Bharata. He asks which spinner bowled well today among the three. I think we can rule Ashwin out of the discussion
I think he
because
came back very
yeah,
well
he came
last
back very
overs.
well
Yeah.
for sure, but I don't think
Yeah,
he's
the best.
bowled as
Yeah.
well as the two leggies. So I think Chahal finished with 1 for 36 and Zampa with 1
Yeah.
for 32.
32.
Yeah.
And in a way, Zampa bounced back really well after being hit
By
by
two
Hardik.
sixes. No, even Avino Manohar in the I think
Yeah,
the
yeah, of
last
course.
over, right? So
So no, I mean as in Zampa got hit and then he came back and then
Yeah, yeah.
again at the death it's a lottery for any bowler, especially leg spinner.
Leg spinner.
So Chahal or Zampa quickly, who Nikhil do you think in your opinion was the better bowler?
I think it's very difficult to choose, to be honest. I'll probably give it to Zampa because he bowled the tougher overs, got hit, and then still came on to bowl and bowl the end overs. So just very barest of margins.
Very barest of
margins.
So I think we're still
Smith will be
waiting to see who Gujarat will sub on. So it's
Yeah.
interesting because I mean the wicket has given the fact that two of the three spinners bowled well and Ashwin probably got hit up front, but he also came back well. I think there might be a slight temptation to bring in Sai Kishore because Samson has also struggled against slow left arm. I was looking at some numbers and I think his average against slow left arm is the lowest for him against any bowling type in the last 2-3 years.
This will give us a clue.
So yeah, I
Hopefully this
mean
gives
there
a
is
clue.
no sign of little yet, but yeah, look, we are only looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like
So,
only
yeah, Alzari was also there. So yeah.
So long, more
Don't know.
players.
Or are
will
they not going to get
arrive.
anybody and just wait for the first few overs and then take a call?
No, I don't think so.
We'll
Because
never
they don't
know.
have a third seamer, do they? Oh, they
Hardik.
have.
Rohit Sharma.
Yeah,
yeah.
They have Hardik
Yeah,
as well. So
They have Hardik as well. So technically, there's no necessity. But yeah, I mean, look, because they only have one spinner in Rajasthan, and I'm not counting Tewatia because he's not bowled at all in the last couple of years. So I think this might be a track where it might just make more sense to sub in a spinner because
They
Bolt
have Noor.
is not going to get any swing. Do you think Little will
They could get
more?
Noor Ahmed.
Yeah.
Sorry, they could get Noor Ahmed in.
Oh yeah.
3.
Yeah.
They started with 3, right?
Yeah.
Be a big move.
That should be fun.
Yeah, that will be fun.
2 Afghanistan spinners and 1 being a proper mystery spinner.
Both are mystery at this point. So
Actually, just a
senior mystery.
open. It's right in front of your eyes, but you can't see it. It's like that kind of
Mystery.
phenomenon he is. But yeah, and from Rajasthan's perspective, I think this should be a chaseable. This looks like a chaseable target. Again, a lot will depend on what kind of what kind of start they can have, and I do have the feeling that like they did against Gujarat last season, they might end up promoting Ashwin at number 3 to just tell him that go and have fun.
But won't it make sense for them to promote Padikkal and say that take use of the power play, make use of the power play, and because he's somebody who's even in the game against Chennai, right? He is somebody who came in the power play and showed intent, so that allowed Butler to kind of like ease into his innings. So maybe they could do that again.
But the question is also Padikkal will is a big statement, but Padikkal might struggle in the middle overs because of the presence of Alzari. He's someone who has really poor numbers against high pace express pace, and Alzari has been clicking 145 plus consistently.
And he's bowling those back of length, which is usually troublesome. So you can just use Padikkal in the power play and get the maximum out of him.
Yeah, should be a good chase. Hopefully, we get something interesting out of this. We asked you guys, and we did watch along for this match. So hope it delivers. And do we see an impact sub?
Do we see?
Yeah, I think Chell at the end said that there is a lot of dew. So I don't know if that is the case. Then they won't make sense to get Noor Ahmed. But
Padikkal is padded up. He's waiting for somebody. So is he going to open the innings?
Look, Rajasthan are capable of doing anything. They opened with Ashwin, so don't be surprised if Padikkal opens. But I would be disappointed if that's the case because Jaiswal has been doing so well, and Jaiswal Butler have been easily the best opening pair in this IPL, all metrics considered. So why would you fix something that is not broken?
No, it is
Particularly
Jaiswal and Butler.
that special
Yeah.
Jaiswal and Butler.
Yeah.
The broadcast is just gone for an
it's-
ad break, so we did not catch a glimpse
Yeah,
of
yeah.
who's
So
walking out.
I
But
think
yeah,
it is Padikkal who will walk in at number
number 3 because he's
He's
already. And yeah, Chandrakant says RR have won 2 games away already and to win again today. That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even insane. Last year they won what 7 or 8 games batting first. That's like a insane thing in T20s nowadays. No
Yeah.
team is defending total for fun, and they were doing it. So they used to being insane.
Yeah.
It's the best game. One side loves to chase, one side loves to bat first, and they've done the reverse today.
Yeah.
And who's the only team that's beaten Rajasthan so far? Of course, it's the Punjab Kings. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
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 So we will be continuing. Yep.
No, we'll not be kicked out yet. Yeah, we'll be there for a couple of more overs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or 2 minutes or whatever it is. We will be there.
Until you see us.
Yeah. Until you see us disappear magically, we'll be there. So.
But yeah, Shami, first up. Let's go.
So no movement.
So is it Shami and Shimi from the other end? Because Butler is batting. And
Why not Shimi is Shimran?
No. Shimi, he shimmies right before he.
And
gets a wide.
we've seen a couple of games in which Jaiswal has just started off with the boundary. One, I think he hit Sam Curran for a 6, pulled Sam Curran for a 6, and then the next match, I think he hit. Who did Rajasthan play last?
No, Chennai he didn't hit. No, Chennai is a dot ball. Akash Singh. First 2 balls.
No, he hit Akash Singh over.
No. First 2 were dots. Then he hit the third
Then
ball
he
of 4. Yeah, he bowled a leg side this thing and he flicked it for a 4.
So who did Rajasthan play after Punjab? I don't think.
Oh, that brilliant test line from.
We're missing one
Mohammad Shami.
match in between. Rajasthan beat someone after between the Chennai match and after the Punjab match. I think Rajasthan beat someone.
Between Chennai and Chennai and Punjab, is it?
Was it
They haven't played
Sunrisers?
anybody else. They played
No.
Chennai last, and before that, they played DC.
Oh, maybe DC.
I think it was Khalil.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he scored
Yeah,
20 plus runs of Khalil's first. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to forget Delhi games. So.
Yeah,
the forgettable side.
fair call. But I think this is a good day for Joseph to come good. If at all they get 1 or 2 early wickets, then Joseph should have fun. Because Rashid, they're more likely to play him out, but they can't play out everybody else.
Now these guys have started doing in-match questions. Which
Yeah.
pair will score more runs in this match? Sahai.
Wow. Yeah. So at this point, we have to say thank you, bye. Thank you for your service, Nikhil. And we are also getting out. The
It's a
subs are
triple
ready.
substitution. I wish Arda
Yes.
had done that earlier in the
Yeah.
Arsenal match.
The hauler is ready.
Master proving to be a better manager than Arteta at this point, but we will,
Wait for the.
cut this broadcast.
Welcome back, wherever you guys are watching. My name is Avni Sheikh. Joined by Somesh Agarwal. And straight away, some drama in this run chase of Rajasthan where they need to get 178 at the Narendra Modi Stadium. If you guys are just tuning in, lots has happened in the first innings, which the boys must have spoken about. But I just simply had to rush down my dinner. But I'm feeling well refreshed right now and looking for a good chase. So I know the IPL in the last week has given us some thrillers to remember. Hopefully that goes down this path. What is the key in the power play according to you?
Score runs.
Yeah. They need to be 60 for none, 50 for none, 170 wins. All right. So they don't have to, they can channelize their inner gill if they want.
I think the minimum they should be at 55 at minimum. Utna to chahiye yaar.
Yeah.
Anything lower than that, you've not used power play enough. But it also depends.
Oh,
If Rashid is bowling in the power play, then maybe you can, if Rashid bowls 2 in the power play, then they can be okay with 48 as well. 48, 46.
Yeah.
वो भी चलेगा.
Pranav Anand, like a cheeky comment saying 15th April will be celebrated as World Anchors Day from now on. Babar, KL, Virat Kohli, Rizwan all had a day out yesterday.
True.
Anchors.
I mean, you can add 16th April to it as well.
Yeah, and to be fair, I had my day out yesterday. I'm an anchor, so counts as well.
Yeah.
April 15th for sure. 2 for none, 5 balls in. Shami's bowled an absolute beaut before, and it's a great first over, barring that wide.
Top over.
I mean, this is what
But
they
ये
need.
2 over तक ही रहता है ये
For
spice.
sure.
3rd over से सब सारा spice उड़ जाता है.
They're yet to make the impact sub, right?
Who? Rajasthan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Gujarat.
Gujarat.
Yeah. I think we'll see the next over.
No, because you made a call saying maybe could be Josh Little
Or else Noor Ahmed.
or Noor Ahmed. Noor Ahmed's not been used so far,
Yeah.
ever.
Not even in the last season they have him. They had him.
Yeah. And I think he has, imagine playing with your role model in the team.
I mean, just imagine both Noor Ahmed and Rashid in the same team.
Just tearing it up. Just tearing it up. By the way, on the chat with Afghanistan, India playing Afghanistan, that's confirmed. ODI series after the IPL. Don't know whether it's before the World Test Championship or right after.
I think it's after the WTC.
Thank Lord for that. And not Thakur, but the Lord above. The BCCI
The
Lord.
actual Lord.
The actual Lord. Anyway, Samson and Butler, they're going to be the key wickets tonight. And they've already got a good over in so far.
Yeah. So actually, we
Who's
are
bowling this?
we are seeing the best.
Oh, it's Hardik.
We are actually seeing the best bowling side in power play versus the best batting side in the power play.
Wow, that is going to
So
be
far
a
this
matchup.
season on numbers.
Yeah,
So, I mean-
unstoppable.
So that's a contest if ever there was one.
Yeah, a moving force, an unstoppable force against an immovable object. I mean, if you want to see it that way. Anyway, Jaiswal going to be facing the Gujarat Titans captain. Hasn't had so much to do with the ball in this tournament, but we've seen it from last year that he can break partnerships and get crucial wickets. Ooh, and it's a good start from
So
Hardik
they've not
Pandya this.
brought Little in. So
No, they're
Noor
waiting.
Ahmed is on the cards.
Could be. It's an option. I don't think. I know I said Rashid could be introduced, should be introduced in the power play, but I think they'll hold their cards back. Because
And this is where it's tricky. I think it all depends on the next 2-3 overs. If Rajasthan are scoring runs, then they'll have to take a call. If they are sedate, somehow the ball keeps on moving, then maybe not.
So let me pick your cricketing mind. If you're Hardik Pandya, you're defending 178. Is this the right move? Oh, it's been gone. It is the right move because movement gets you wickets. And Jaiswal's gone. Hardik strikes. Great catch by Gill as well. And look, Gujarat strike first. That's a big wicket.
Big wicket, yeah. I was actually hoping that Jaiswal aaj thoda will make things easy for the others, but it wasn't to be. The only positive is they can actually send Padikkal now. He likes batting in the power play.
True.
I mean, usually they send Samson at 3, but
Does Padikkal play swing better than Jaiswal?
not sure.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
the
if I have to
question.
pick, I might pick Jaiswal, but let's see.
Yeah, that's the question. Anyway,
They
the
send
impact sub
DDP.
that DDP is, he came in, remember, on the 17th over of the first innings because Chahal was done with his quota, so they just wanted that
Yeah.
fielding.
The only thing is, Padikkal would be hungry.
he would.
He's lost his place in this side. He played well in the last game, but once you have been dropped, you know that you can be dropped again.
Yeah.
So he would want to cement his position.
And even though he's been their go-to impact sub, like Som said, a good innings from Padikkal here would probably just put him back into the reckoning because they're having a musical chairs between Parag, Dhruv, Jorel, DDP, and of course an Indian bowler. So let's see how that really goes about it. Right. So Hardik, I'm guessing, based on this 3 balls, will bowl another over. So it'll be he's absolutely bowling some Jason Gillespie swingers here.
Alagi move ho rahi hai bhai ball.
It's quite
And
brilliant.
Gujarat are pumped. They know that they're defending a part road.
Yeah. So, but this start has already made it seem like
Yeah, I mean,
parity.
we can add 10 runs to the total already.
Yeah. Because essentially, oh, 1 second, I need to celebrate right now because United have gone 1-0 up. But I was just looking at Cricketlytics also, which is open on my phone, and it said 70% Gujarat at the halfway mark. Now it's at 82%. I mean, do they not have any faith in Butler?
That's like
Oh, again.
too high. Oh,
Gill is already overreacting.
and
But dude,
Saha
this
is
is
like,
brilliant swing bowling here.
bhai yaar, maiden yaar, Hardik Pandya ko maiden doge kya?
Does he have the one which comes back into the left-hander? Because he's had 1, 3, 4 going away. Does he have the one where the traditional movie one? I don't think Hardik has the in-swinger in him. I could
The
be wrong.
outswinger, basically.
Yeah, he's set the batter up beautifully right now. I think even Padikal's had a real woof and no runs so far. It could be a maiden wicket for the Gujarat Titans captain. Great start. They needed this. And Awe Day is what they say. Well, they're doing it right now. Can Hardik finish it off? Well, he can.
Oh, a single.
And it's not even a
Just
single,
flew
it's a leg by.
randomly.
Yeah.
Shami bowling the second.
And Hardik's like, run.
Shami like run.
Oh, nuts. Just because.
Everyone is pumped up.
For sure. Why wouldn't they be? So anyway, 3 for 1, 2 overs gone. So I'm guessing Shami will continue, Hardik will continue. I think Noor Ahmed. We might be seeing another debutant in the IPL. Because if you don't bring Little in the power play,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking actually.
would you bring him in the depth in the middle? No, right? Because you have Azari for that. And I know you just said 4 bowlers, so they have to bring in someone.
The fifth is Hardik. I assumed Hardik is not bowling.
But
So they already have 5, but they should be bringing someone.
and Hardik will bowl a minimum of 2.
Hmm.
But yeah, they can't even eke out another 2 from Tavatia because obviously Tavatia has not bowled for so long.
I would say just go with Noor Ahmed. At least they'll find out that
Yeah.
what are his.
Is he a Chinaman?
I think so. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
left arm unorthodox.
Unorthodox, yeah. Chinaman hailing from Afghanistan.
Oh,
Right,
bhai,
Shami.
अलग level की bowling हो रही है यहाँ पे.
Yeah. I mean, you've heard about that cricketing cliche, right? They're making the ball talk. They are literally making the ball talk.
So the good Shami has turned up today.
Good Shami and the Hardik Pandya, the bowler.
Hardik Pandya, the pumped up Hardik Pandya.
Is there something on the surface or is it just back-bending bowling?
I think a bit of both.
A bit of both, right? Because Shami obviously has that immaculate sort of carry, release, his load in as well. But look, I mean, it's kind of harping around like it's a test match in Napier. Oh, again, none of the batters have actually looked comfortable. Even Butler got a couple over there. So there's something happening right now.
But I feel the ball is like 2 boundaries away from stop moving.
Yeah.
Because once the batter just hits 2 boundaries, it stops moving.
Which opening pair will score more runs in this match? Jesus Christ. What kind of questions are they running
And
out?
why are they asking this now? I mean, Jaiswal is already
And they're
gone.
putting it up.
Are they like summing their runs up?
We're talking about the broadcasters, the finest of them all. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. Anyway, so 2.2 overs, 4 for 1. This is Rajasthan's worst start. Oh, is there a little edge? Shami's bowling some absolute. You can't bat. You can't bat if you're a
I
batter.
almost
right
feel
now.
like this ball is lighter on one side already.
I mean, how do you kind of counter this kind of swing? Do you just move back and expose yourself?
Can't.
Because,
I mean,
dude,
can't.
like, it is honestly shaping in from 5th and going around more than leg stump.
This is just top class bowling.
This is top class bowling. And Butler has no answers. And no one's had answers, to be fair. 4 for 1, 2.3. I think there's a wicket alert here. I think because of all the good bowling that these guys have done in the last 15 balls, there could be a wicket alert. And it's a dot ball again. So Shami is bowling beautifully. They're all over the Rajasthan batters like a rash right now. And again, look at the particular battle between Josh Butler and Shami. 9 innings. He's got him out twice. He's got an average of all right 51 and a strike rate of 156. But still, there are a little bit of doubts creeping into Butler right now.
I think Butler versus Shami. I mean, you just go back to the T20 World Cup semi-final.
Yeah, exactly.
Trashed him.
Exactly. Yeah, no one wants reminding of that. But if you guys do, then yeah. Oh, bowling wicket alert! I told you.
my
He
God.
lost his mind. Josh Butler, what have you done? And so, no wonder Critics were
Oh my
saying
God.
80. It's probably 100% now.
I think this is the best spectacle of new ball bowling in this season. This is just next level.
This season
This
or
is
the
like
last?
This is
5
like the
seasons,
best
bro.
Shami has turned up.
Yeah, I can't remember a better Shami. This is just
I
brilliant.
think the only thing that comes close was Gujarat's first game
Yeah,
against Lucknow, if I'm not wrong,
correct.
where he got KL Rahul out and
Exactly.
a lot of other people.
And he
as
bowled
well.
some belters there.
Yeah,
But this is it just
but yeah,
patience.
Man. Yeah, this is next level.
I mean, the fact that he's just obviously got into Butler's mind, is this just poor shots?
Not just going, in his mind. The thing is, right now, Butler, I mean, they already had 3 overs in. They
Yeah.
had no other option.
Exactly. Give him the new ball, and that's what our stat says us as well. Most wickets in the power play since 2022. He's right up there, 16. Make it 17 with this particular Joss Butler. And Shami, in that particular depiction, he can smile a little bit. It seems like he's most wanted in Rupi or something like that. But yeah, I mean, some good names over there. But Shami on top of the pops, and that is brilliant stuff. Right, as you can see, it's not 3 for 1, it's 2 down. So let's update that as quick as we can because Joss Butler is back in the hut. And I said it so, if you get Butler early, this Rajasthan Royals batting lineup can wield. I know you keep going back to Hetmaya, and he'll have so much to do.
This is, I mean, just killing the game in the first 3 overs, kind of. Now, I mean, now Rajasthan need a special knock.
Will the real Sanju Samson please stand up?
Even if he does, he needs some support from the other end as well.
Correct. And you're saying DDP.
And Rashid Khan to aaya bhi nahi attack.
Or Noor Ahmed. And he, oh my God. He has it on a yo-yo. He honestly has it on a yo-yo. He's swinging it this side, he's swinging it that side.
This is the Shami due to which, even if he's not playing anything between 2 World Cups, he just basically passes everyone in the order and just goes straight to the Indian team. Because on his good day, he's like unplayable.
Yeah, when he has his tail up, there's no one else. He comes second to none. Hope Shami's practicing with the red ball that Rohit had promised to send all the bowlers. He's swinging it like it's England. Absolutely, man. I mean, it's good to see that. 4 for 2, 3 overs gone. I'm trying to think, shit, am I seeing the highlights of RCB versus DC right now? Because they were 4 for 3 in 3 overs or something like that. But yeah, going ahead, really intrigued to hear what you guys think in the comments. Was that a shit shot from Butler? Was that just pure class bowling from Shami? And finally, some respite for RR. And Barigal gets 4. I mean, it was almost a gimme ball on the legs, but you still have to dispatch it. And who knows? They need a little bit of sort of momentum to come back into it. Because do you really trust a Hetmaya, a Parag, a Jurel? No holder also today. Ashwin. I don't. Especially because
they have Rashid.
Forget Rashid. Generally, Joseph's also a good bowler.
Of course, Joseph has been one of the best bowlers in this season.
And arguably the best stack in the league, right? I mean, I know maybe Rajasthan give them a run for their money in that regard, but Gujarat right now, when they can sniff blood, they really go for the kill. And again, a lovely outswinger and shape shown by Hardik Pandya over there. And they've started perfectly. I think because they fell 15-20 runs short with the bat, thanks to a certain Shubman.
Yeah, my head feeling is Samson is going to go for it in this over itself.
Taking on captain, takes on another captain. Do you think Samson was fearing this last year in the final? The fact that they didn't want to chase in a final losing Butler first. That's why they just panicked and they said, we'll bat first.
But I can't say that for sure because he did not... I mean, no one asked him this question, so we never know. Like no one asked KL Rahul yesterday, कि भाई तुमने बिश्नोई को bowling क्यों नहीं दी 15 over तक?
It's all worth it.
Anyway. 1, 2, 3. Jared did mention new balls are swinging more than previous one. Yeah, with extra lacquer, some are swinging more. Or is there humidity which is helping? Yeah, I think are they playing the Kookaburra balls? These are SG balls. I think Jared Jared spoke about the Kookaburra balls. Not really, Kookaburra balls.
Yeah. Oh, that's the outswinger.
Outswinger, why? Sab hai, why? In-swing, outswing.
Bro, is Hardik the new movie who can bat and captain and field and for part-time do different things that we don't expect?
Yeah, I think Naren, I feel is just down to the skill because Shami can move anything on his day.
Move everything.
And Hardik, we've seen this in the past 10 months that he has modeled himself into a new ball bowler who can swing the ball both ways.
Yeah. In Wankhede first innings, it swings more, whereas Chinnaswamy swings in second innings. Is it conditions? It's obviously different pitch for pitch. Altitudes go into consideration as well. This is just brilliant stuff. Swing bowling, if there ever was, with Hardik Pandya, running into bowl to Sanju Samson, captain to captain. It's gripping this Super Sunday. And Kerala fans and Rajasthan fans, I club them because all eyes on Sanju Samson right now. He was castled for a duck by Jadeja against CSK. Hopefully that's not deja vu this time around. In the IPL, this is only the second time Joss Butler has suffered a duck. First, his opener. His only other duck came in 2016 against RPS while playing for Mumbai Indians. That's a stat, believe it or not.
His last duck came 7 years ago.
Yeah. We asked the question to the viewers earlier in one of the watch-alongs. I don't think you were there. I'll ask this to you. Pick your mind if you know the answer. Do you know which batter has scored over 500 runs? There are only two batters and not got a single duck in IPL history.
Over 500 runs
Yeah.
in their career.
Yeah.
500 runs is बहुत कम है. There'll be a lot of batters.
No, just two.
No, I'm saying batters with 500 plus runs
Yeah,
would be a lot.
Correct. So one features today, who's not got a single duck in his IPL career, and the other one, God bless him, because he's no more with us.
I mean, have you not made it really easy?
Yeah. So,
Is it Shubman Gill?
no, Shubman Gill, no.
Oh,
Shubman Gill's got a duck. He's got a couple of ducks.
is the other one Shane Horn?
No, the other one is Andrew Simons.
Andrew Simons. Oh,
Yeah, 972 runs without a duck. The other one,
featuring today 500 plus runs.
yeah. I'll give you another clue, but it'll make it too easy.
Okay, let me think. Oh, shot.
Oh, that is
Shot,
beautiful.
yeah. Creamed away.
Creamed away, and the best part about that shot was that he picked it early and he saw it was an outswinger, and 13 for 2 after 4 overs gone, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 13 for 2 after 4 overs gone. So, look, still a lot of catch-up cricket left to be done. Just to finish off with this.
Is it Miller?
No, it's not Miller. It's an Indian.
अब कौन है यार?
And his team is not batting right now. That's too many. It's his own derby.
Oh, they were there.
Yeah, Rahul Travatia. Never ever been dismissed for a duck in IPL history, believe it or not. Rahul Travatia, Sanjay Papia, Rahul Travatia, it is. So we were asking, that's only Rahul Travatia and Andrew Simons, minimum 500 runs. This is Hardik's little game on Friday. And we were all like, who the hell is he talking about? But yeah, if you guys know, now you know. Anyway, 13 for 2. And Shami to bowl the third one. And why not? He should probably bowl out by
Yeah.
the looks of it.
Why not?
Why not, right? And then Noor Ahmed. For whom? For Shami.
Shami. Why
That'd be
not?
ridiculous. Because they can, I mean, Shami can obviously field really well, but actually not if you saw the World Cup earlier last year, where he threw it back and all of that stuff. But Shami is just bowling an absolute peach of a spell right now. I say that just 2 runs conceded, 1 wicket and 2.1, and the all-important wicket of Joss Butler. So yeah, so is there another wicket? I don't think so. I think they're going to consolidate for a bit, because if they lose another one, it's curtains. It's absolute curtains. Oh,
ये क्या है भाई? ये क्यों है और?
Now,
ऐसा क्यों
Som's
है?
smiling and I'm saying O's for like no reason, but we're saying that and he's reacting like that because Sanju Samson was at just mid pitch, and then Hardik Pandya has just finished his over and he was just in Sanju's ear, giving him a little bit of a lip. It's getting hot under the collar there, as they'd say. Ooh.
अरे भाई.
Parikar thinks that yes, they are. No, it isn't. It's Mohammad Shami. I mean, Shami is just like having a laugh, right? He's like, no one can hit me. No one can hit me. No one can hit me. Oh, and United nearly going to
But yeah, I think soon Rajasthan will have to be like, if I forget, mare, because overs are going by.
Overs are going by so quickly. I love Shami even more because me and Som essentially are doing the first 6 overs, and it doesn't feel like we've expended any energy. So we love Shami, honestly. Thanks so much for that. Again, he's going. I know, Parikar, the river is very close to the stadium, but you can't go fishing. Fishing's closed. It's gone. It's over. With Rashid and Hazari to come, this nightmare for our batsman. GD finishes matches in power play itself. No need for death bowling. Maybe Gill also knows that this shit can save him.
But that's what we were saying. कि भाई इसका चल जाता है क्योंकि अभी गुजरात के लिए खेल रहा है. But when he comes to play for India, and India without Bumrah, I mean, won't work.
Worrisome, especially in the World Cup in West Indies 2024. We saw India tour of England too. It swung more on ODI series than the 5th test. I'll take the remaining comment right after this ball. And Parikar finally has his say, and he goes all the way for 6, and it's been put down by one of the, I don't know, the helpers out there. The second part of that comment of Pranav Anand reads, white balls are swinging, but Shami is not a traditional swing bowler, though he started to use slanted seam past one.
बहुत ज़्यादा technical चला गया प्रणव यार, क्या हो गया भाई?
I don't think that he's
not a traditional swing bowler.
I think he is. when he burst out of the scene, maybe he was in. He has a point there, but when the Mark II version of Mohammad Shami, I think
Shami was always a swing bowler.
reverse swing, but not like a movie.
Not like a movie. Movie to matlab he used the seam and angle वैसा करके. But
Correct.
Shami's swing plus seam.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, good observations from Pranav, even though he's got a little cricket geeky over there. And said, God put down from Shubman Gill. There was always going to be a chance by the way things were panning out there, the way things, Padikkal in particular, was going about his innings, and it was a sharp catch, and it could be, dare I say, a little injury for Shubman in his hand in first slip. I mean, yet again, Shami showing why he's such a great bowler with the new ball, and nearly a third wicket lost by RR in their power play. But look, 20 for 2, 5 overs gone. Hardik to bowl his third. Why not?
I think
Joseph? Why not? I mean, what do you have to lose?
Workload management.
Keep like that. And we've seen Hardik workload management himself, because sometimes, even in the last couple of years, every time he's going to stop a ball in the boundary, he invariably just slows down.
Actually, won't be a bad call to give 1 over to Rashid right now.
Why? But you
Power
have
play hai, last over hai. Let them think कि after over we have to capitalize.
Maybe, but who is it? Will it be captain or my captain? By the looks of it, it is a pacer, because there's no keeper standing up.
I think
Joseph. Is it Alzari? No, it is Hardik. So Hardik is confident.
I think I'll
trusting his
go
swing.
for an expensive over alert.
Okay, expensive over
12
alert.
runs plus. Arey, why strike the Samson ko yaar?
Samson wants to take Hardik Pandya down, especially what you saw in the last over. He definitely wants to take him down. And I back Samson in this little cat and mouse game. Interesting to see how the last 5 balls ensues. 20 for 2 surely has to be RR's worst power play score, not just the season, but even last season. I don't think they had a worst power play shenanigans, so to speak. Big over alert saying so right now. Do I echo those thoughts? I echo those thoughts if Samson's on bloody strike. Anyway, Shubman has been poor recently in the slips, and team still, I mean, let's see Sanjay. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Pulled away from Padikkal, straight to mid-on. Straight to mid-on. Padikkal, I mean, just have a different perspective on him. When he was an RCB opening with Kohli, he used to play pace really well. Maybe it's just about getting the best out of certain players. I know Jaiswal is a preferred opener, but look, Padikkal's also been in and out of the team, so you kind of understand at times. But do we get data of average swing?
No,
we don't. Because if we did, we would be giving you some fantastic creatives. Because today, I'm guessing his average swing would have been 4 degrees, 5 degrees. And that's a lot, by the way. Anderson on a green track is like 2.8. And another top ball, but it's also good bowling.
It's on the leg side. It can be clipped away, it can be pulled away. There are a lot of things that can be done with this.
I know he adjusted last minute, but Padikkal also, I don't know why you're being so timid in the power play. I know you lost 2 wickets.
Of the power play.
Just go for it, lad. Just go for it. And Nehra is getting into the year of Mohammad Shami. I would be surprised, and neither would Som, if Shami actually bowls another. I know the power play restrictions and all will loosen it up, but now when you have the throat or the foot on your throat of the opposition, just kill them off. So 20 for 2, 5.3. I don't know if it's the worst power play score in this year's competition. Let us know. And heaved away in the offside. Finally, a shit ball, and that's gone for 6. That's a brilliant shot. 26 for 2. And maybe a couple of more of these would be welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's hit.
Oh,
It's hit a girl in the head. And I know how much this hurts, because once this happened to me in an RCB game. 2012 was the day. One RCB game, I think Gale taking it on the chest. I was like, oh my God, it ball hurts.
बोला था क्या कि ऐसे मीना कुमारी के लिए तो मैं सीने पे गोली खाऊंगा.
सीने पे, Chris Gale के लिए. But I hope that girl is okay. I mean, sometimes as fans, we get so into the action of be like, yeah, pakadna hai, ball and all that. Dude, the velocity it's coming at, especially if you're not careful, it can really cause a blow. Like, I had a bruised I was going to say bruised boob, but like bruised chest for a while, which is quite ridiculous. Anyway, 26 for 2, 5.4. What is he doing?
Come on.
I want to do like an Akshay Kumar Swami
Nahi
throw
yaar,
this mic.
nahi, not on, Padikal, not on.
This is that meme, right? No. 26 for 2, 5.5. Hardik, decent reward, honestly. 1 for 16 in 3 overs. And Anirudh is back with us. Akash will be back with us as well. Cheeky grins.
Yeah.
He's trying to think of something to say.
We'll have Nikhil back after this ball, but I really want at least a 4 of this ball.
4?
They really need it badly.
Or 6, because otherwise
6 to dodega, but
he's made you look like a fool.
Yeah,
with a big run over alert. Padikal.
this should have been a big over. Balls
Should
they
have.
marne wale yaar.
Especially with Hardik losing it. I mean, unbelievable. Anyway, last ball of the power play. Padikal, can you give us something to smile about?
Well left.
You're
Wide.
joking.
Wide.
You're joking.
Wide.
Why? How is it a wide? It's the first part of the over. He gets away with it. And Padikal should have been brave.
batting.
Shocking batting.
He didn't even go for it.
He didn't even go for it. Oh, sorry. It just sounded like I repeated what he said. But look, just on that funny note, let's swimmingly go into the next segment with the boys. Akash and
I was
Anirudh.
better off not supporting any team. At
Yeah.
least ये दर्द ऐसा बुरा नहीं लगता है जब कोई बेवकूफी करता है तो.
That is true.
चलो
So,
with that, I mean,
so
yeah,
do we have Knicks as well?
we have Knicks as well, and
Oh my God, this is a perfect time then. If you guys know that movie, On the Men at Work, Anirudh, Akash, and Knicks.
oh भाई क्या
Mic
बात
drop,
है.
mic drop, mic drop. On the Men at Work.
Right. So
Hello, An.
Medical slander from Somesh and
Yeah. I don't think Amnish
Amnish.
slandered him.
yeah. Somesh angry with Padikal for
No reason. Oh, sorry.
playing 5 dot balls despite hitting a 6. No reason. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you make your strike rate up.
But yeah, what do they need from here? 150 from 14 overs, roughly.
I think somebody told Padikal that see, this is the thing you have to do. You should be like Gill to get into the Indian setup, and he's batting exactly like Gill, 100 strike rate.
But Padikal was Gill before Gill was Gill. So why should he bat like Gill? He should just bat like Padikal.
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they've not yet used this thing, right? Impact player.
Yeah. So it's not going to be Josh Little. I think we can all be 100% sure that it's not going to be Josh Little.
Hmm.
And I mean Hardik's
Bomb. Gary.
Hardik's overs have proven to be a real bonus for them. And
Yep.
3 overs,
Is it-
17 runs.
is it of Hardik's bowling that Gill put Padikal down? Was it of Hardik's bowling?
Shami, na?
Yeah,
Shami,
it was
Shami.
Shami. It was the last over, right? Before fifth
Yeah.
over.
Yep.
Incredible that Hardik got 3 overs done for just 17 runs in the power play, and nobody really talks about that.
But yeah, this is the matchup then. Joseph versus the middle order, and Samson is taking him on. That's a 6.
Long mile.
He has smashed it for 6, and we have a
Yep.
comment from Pranav. Gujarat has a flexibility bowl. Shami is third here because Rashid can bowl at the death, and more so against RR as he has good record against Hetmeyer too.
Hmm.
What would you do if you were Hardik? Would you bowl Shami? Would you give Shami a third right now?
Yeah, I think it makes sense to give another over to him
Mhm.
and just get off his overs right now, because you can delay the Rashid entry point, right? You can just get him after the 11th over or something. And if the bowlers are really bowling well at this point, you don't have to get in Rashid for the sake of it. That was not the case yesterday when Rahul didn't get on Ravi Bishnoi. He should have actually got him, but yeah, it is a case for them to get another over.
So Samson,
Yeah.
Samson, very crucial
Son of a Sam.
here
Samson.
because he is one batter who can actually, play these pulls of
High
Alzari's
pace, yeah,
good
high
length
pace.
deliveries. We saw how Matthew Short was actually playing him really well, and then he
Mm.
took the dumb decision of going after Rashid for some reason. So
Yeah.
I hope even if Rashid uh, comes into the attack, Samson does not go after him and just like plays it like Harry Brook, just take the singles and attack the pacers.
See, we have a stat in this IPL. The total of 26/2 is the
Which is-
lowest power play. Previously, Mumbai had posted 29 for 3. Yeah.
Which is an irony because I think Rajasthan before today were the best performing side in the power
Power
play.
Power play.
But I mean, it's understandable because both, Jaiswal and Butler got out cheaply. It's
Yeah.
not happened at all.
But where, I mean, will you put it down to bad batting, Nikhil, or you say it's brilliant bowling from Gujarat?
See, the first was like you see that happen with the new ball for many. So I think that is it's not something that's new that we've seen. The Jaws Butler dismissal feels avoidable, and is that a 6?
Oh, it's
4.
1 brilliant shot
So
from
it's
Padikkal.
all or nothing from
Yeah.
Padikkal's end so far today.
Yeah, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so I think the Jaws Butler dismissal felt really maybe more pressure from Jaws himself than Shami because you knew Jaws had to bat deep, like at least the power play once they lost Jaiswal. So I think it was a mix of both, and Shami really bowled well. So I think that pressure was going to tell on someone for sure.
And unfortunately, Butler didn't get that one release shot, which usually helps him settle. And I'm sure if that scoop had gone to the boundary, that would have kind of
Brilliant shot.
helped Butler settle and calm
Yeah.
his nerves a bit. It did not happen.
It actually reminded me of the final when Butler came out, Naseem Shah was bowling, and the ball was swinging everywhere, and then he just scooped one and then got some sort of momentum back. So he is trying to do that. It's his go-to shot against pace when he's struggling. Unfortunately,
Yeah, and I
not.
think a lot of people also wonder that why does the ball stop swinging or stop doing stuff when you get a boundary. It's just the line of the bowler gets so like disturbed that the bowler is not then sure of okay, now I don't want to bowl that again because he'll do that again. So then he tries different things and then the batter gets away. So it's not the case of that the ball is stopped swinging. It just looks differently because then the bowler is attempting different things then.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. I mean, Nikhil, if you were wondering, we have our new merch.
No,
we are all-
I saw this.
Yeah, yeah, we have not. I don't think we have yet publicized it, but yeah, this is. For all you wondering, it's written having an off day, and as you can see, this. Yeah.
And turn around also to
Can you
Wow.
give this to Rizwan?
Yeah, if you can see cricket.com, yeah, that's enough.
Yeah. I think
No.
Rizwan is the front one, back one also will definitely do. But yeah, having an off day will be great for Rizwan.
play
Yeah,
for the name on the back of the shirt.
they'll remember the name. Yeah,
In the front.
but if you did see Amnish before, I think he was wearing one
Yes.
of the other
Yes,
designs.
yes, he did.
Even Somesh, right?
No,
Yeah,
Somesh
Somesh
was
shared one.
yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. We have a comment from.
Wow. Hardik is bowling his fourth and not Shami.
Hardik being Hardik, the captain, nothing surprising here. But I mean, what? Yeah, okay, we just take this comment because this is very time
Yeah,
specific. So, not a good over by Alzari, ball shot to these RR batsmen, they won't be able to play, especially that.
that
Padikkal.
particular. No, you should read it in
Especially
that.
that
Especially
Padikkal.
that Padikkal. That guy.
Yeah, I mean, this bowl fast to Padikkal. I don't think it matters if you bowl short or on a good length, but criminal that Hardik has bowled 3.2 overs for like 18 so far. Like, come on.
Is
dude.
that Josh
Like-
Little without the bib on? I mean,
I think these are the kind of spells that end up boosting Hardik's ego and make himself believe that he is the greatest all-rounder in the world. So I blame Rajasthan, and especially Rajasthan. They did it in the final also last year, I remember.
yeah.
Rajasthan should be banned from the competition for being responsible for boosting Hardik's ego year after year. That is not done at all. And then you have certain other teams who just give him a reality check
Yeah.
and
Like
keep him
England.
in check.
Like England.
not really.
But he took a few 3 firsts in England also.
Yeah, probably Pakistan because he did have a
Yeah.
very bad group match against Pakistan before Kohli ultimately
Mhm.
ended up saving him and the rest of the side.
So there is Shanaka with the bib. There is oh,
My
that's
God,
oh,
that's an inside edge. I feel it's an inside edge.
oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's like
gone
not
for
even
the review,
considered his
yeah.
keeper. He's like,
He's a captain, dude.
yeah.
He's like, I don't
No,
care.
but still the rule is to consult the keeper because he will know whether it's
It's
bounce
not
or
a rule.
It's not rule. It's an unsaid rule. It's an unwritten rule that you consult
But
the
for
keeper.
Hardik, he knows it. He's seen it. He's like, it's out. Yeah, umpire ko nahi pata, it's out. Let's see if it's
So
true.
it's like, yeah.
And it is Samson. He had a word with him. Now I think the send off might be something to watch out for if there is one.
Oh,
Samson looks Sanju. I'll
Guilty.
just call him Sanju.
Sanju looks
Sanju
guilty.
looks nervous.
Yeah, wish he had a magic pencil, Sanju.
Well,
Oh, that's going down leg.
that is
that's
not out.
missing.
That is not out.
Yeah.
That is not out.
Yeah.
That is
I
not
mean,
out.
unless
Back in.
I'm sure the whole of Kerala is saying that's not out right now, but we'll never know until it's
Yeah.
because it's in Ahmedabad. You'll
But-
never know.
yeah.
I think
Even if
you're
it
like-
goes straight on, its umpire's called worst case for Samson.
Wait till the ball swings back in.
Yeah, it is going down leg. Good,
Just saying,
Oh, thankfully.
Hardik,
good normalize for us.
curious to impatient to take the review, not consulting his wicketkeeper, and now Sahas applauding him
he
cheekily,
doesn't have a-
sarcastically.
On-
This is a rift between
Wow.
Saha and Hardik going on.
yeah.
That's not a sarcastic one, but yeah. Samson, time to
No,
go.
no.
Boom.
If you leave
Oh,
Anirudh,
nice.
oh, that's the response.
Part of the match.
Shot of an emperor.
Oh,
Oh, look at
too early
Easy
to go
Church.
there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if maybe Vikas could help us with this. Look up sports picks to see if there is a picture of Hardik sledging Samson, and just display it, and
Yeah.
maybe we can ask the users to
I'm
send
sure.
in captions for
Caption.
that.
Yeah.
We can have a mini caption
Like how we
contest.
did earlier, after the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we get that image of anywhere, even if it's a tweet, you can just show it, and we can have a caption
I
contest.
think Hrithik Shokin was giving. I mean, he's just
Nitish
like
Rana.
he's just checking
And-
how Nitish Rana is,
Yeah.
his family is, and all of that. So it's just a casual day in Delhi.
Nikhil, you're aware of the apparent rift between Hrithik Shokin and Nitish Rana in Delhi because people were talking about it online. So, any idea what's it about and how long this has been going on? We need to know the
Yeah,
details.
basically we're doing page 3 journalism right now.
From what I know, it
Tells
was in
like-
the Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy, I think. Again, the details are something that I don't think maybe it will make for a good article for people to read. So we can do that. Then using all of the information here, and there was an inning in Ranji as well when they were batting, but they did not talk. So it's probably deep enough for them to have a proper quarrel, it seems. So yeah, should make for a very good inside read.
So it's
So he's not checking how his parents were.
Maybe he was, who knows?
but it's just funny that isn't Rana the Delhi captain? He is, right?
Yeah.
And why would Hrithik Shokin do that and find?
But why would you not do it? He's a Delhi captain. You just answered yourself. He's a Delhi captain. Why would you not fight with the Delhi captain?
Yeah.
It's a Delhi thing to do.
He's just telling him that, see, I'm better. Take me in the team, I'm better.
Yeah.
Give me
Gambhir Kohli did that. Gambhir Kohli did that way back.
I think Shokin already has plans of shifting states like Deepak Huda. He's gonna go to.
Rajasthan.
But yeah, coming back to the match, what are Rajasthan?
What?
38 for 2.
Yeah, it's a good question. It's a very.
Are they state? Are they a cricket team? Are they?
And
Yeah,
Sunday,
Are they
Sunday,
social-
10 o'clock at night, we are wondering what is Rajasthan. They have lost 3 times to Gujarat and they have again
Yeah.
made Hardik bowl 4 was not hit him for runs. What is Rajasthan?
Correct me if I'm not. Correct me if I am
Wrong.
wrong or not wrong, whatever. But I think last year also against Gujarat in the group match, Butler got out attempting the scoop, but I think it was against Lockie Ferguson. he hit Chalky for like
Oh, that was a slower. I think he bowled a slower ball Yorker or something.
slower.
Bowled a
And
Yorker.
I think it is a scoop,
But by then he'd already scored 50.
yeah. But I think Rajasthan lost that match, didn't they?
I don't remember the outcome, but they were like 50 or 60 in the first 3 overs.
First three, yeah.
Yeah, it was a.
Yeah,
Upper
so
start.
they need about 100.
32.
They need 140 exactly of 13 overs. Very doable.
Not really.
Very
13 overs.
Very doable, but
not for a team like
I'm just,
yeah.
I'm just expanding on what I was saying. Rashid has still 4 overs left, so that is there. And they need, and Particle is also still there, that is there. So, considering all this, you can add 20-30 runs to the target. So it's not going to be easy at all.
And he's here.
Speak of the devil is here, Rashid Khan.
Yeah.
This is probably the match, I think. We get Samson out here, it's.
That's a single, and I'd be really interested to see what Particle does against Rashid today. I think
Sweep.
he has to go, right? He has to
Sweep.
go, and
Slot
sweep especially, I think. But he has to go, as in like he can't just
he
can't afford to play out Rashid.
You mean he has to go either to the dressing room or like
he has to hit out or get out. That's all.
Yeah. So let's call a wicket then. 2 boundaries or a wicket, LBW maybe. Let's see.
I sense a 6.
I think he'll bowl a googly first up.
I sense a 6.
Let's see.
Over
Let's go.
wicket.
Oh,
It's a dot ball. Come on.
Quicker leggy at 94.
Interesting. I think he's setting up a googly.
Yeah. It probably look to cramp him for room if he wants to go like this sweep from the crease.
Yeah, he will go for I think one blind leg side shot. Oh,
Hey,
it's
that's
a
out.
it's a googly and he's on. Yes.
So the impact sub does not impact
The
the
proceeding.
match
Yeah.
for Rajasthan, and it's another very disappointing knock from Particle, which showed signs of taking off. But again, he played way too many dot balls, and
It's like a proper
I think-
government. Looks like it's going to transform, but never transforms.
But like if you say 26 of 25, 2 fours, 2 sixes, that's like all the runs have come most of the boundaries.
he's
Way
hit
too
6
many
of the-
dot balls.
That's like
Yeah.
he's hit 6 of the next 21 balls. Sorry, yeah.
It's terrible.
It's shocking, right?
Gujarat can just not use the impact player and still win. They've done it previously. Today could be the second occasion they have just not used it.
Yeah.
Punjab have also not used it when they got in Rishi Dhawan, so it's kind of similar.
Yeah, but I think the yesterday result for Punjab is a great one, I felt, because to win without Liam Livingstone, Shikhar Dhawan, Johnny Bairstow, Bhanu Rajapaksa against Lucknow, who probably have 2x the resources that they have, it's incredible. I mean, really kudos to the way, of course, Rahul helped them with his captaincy, but yeah, still.
So did Rahul forget like he is still playing? Did he still think that he was playing for Punjab or?
You can do that again, no? It's not if you forgot it, it's not important.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, Parag again, another one in need of a big knock.
Parag.
Will this be the day we've been waiting for the day to arrive?
But every year there is one knock, right? Every year there's one proper like Ryan Parag knock. Last year I think it was RCB. This year,
the RCB knock was proper.
Yeah.
But yeah,
if
just sad from a particular perspective. It's just not.
If say Parag gets a 50 from here, it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Because he'll get it in a strike rate of 170 at least. So.
Yeah.
Oof.
What a fine first over from Rashid. Just 4 runs and a wicket. So 128 needed of 11.
So Mohit Sharma time now.
Mohit is also yet to bowl. I forgot. Mohit.
I think they could bowl another of Valzari here. Try and see if Samson wants to take him on or get Parag. This is the best time. There is nothing to lose with Joseph, I feel.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I think Abhinav goes on to say RR should consider Holder in top order. Particulars of no use. Even Ashwin bats better.
You feel like the missing piece in RR's puzzle is someone like Jitesh, right? Like they need a Jitesh-esque batter, or even Shah Rukh Khan, right? I think they would kill to have one of Jitesh or Shah Rukh Khan right now in their 11, so that
At this point,
Yeah,
it looks
fixed
like they'll love to have Shikhar Dhawan in the 11. Somebody who can just score runs and make it easier for
Butler is
others.
there.
But he's not doing it. That's why I'm saying right now,
Oh, Mohit Sharma.
he is here. Slower ball bouncer first up.
Oh, good ball.
Nice bowling.
So I think last match, Mohit did not bowl a single ball which was full. I think everything
everything was short or
ball
back
was
of
either
length.
back of a length or short, and that worked really well on
The
a
longer.
kind of a sticky wicket in Mohali surface.
And one end was longer boundary as well, so he used it to perfection.
Yeah.
I think today also his plan will be to kind of use the surface.
So any luck on the image, because no luck, so we don't have it. But yeah, like you can, if those who saw the coming together of who was it, Samson and Hardik Pandya, you can still send in your captions and we will display it.
Or check if it's on Twitter. And
Yeah, it should be there somewhere.
Somebody would have clipped it. Yeah.
Kamal Lazawab Rahul.
Lazawab.
Please let us know if it's the right
Pronunciation.
But one more Karnataka batsman after who was showing potential initially in his career,
faded away basically. Mm-hmm.
Which has been true for
Mayank
Agarwal, definitely.
Who else is there?
Can I say
Karun
Rahul?
You can definitely say Rahul at this point. Yeah. Karun Nair.
Yeah. Look at this telling statistic that's just been displayed. Rajasthan that has played 27 dot balls in the power play, the most in an innings.
Criminal.
That is
4 overs.
That's more than 90%, right?
That's 4 overs and
4 overs of dot ball.
That is shocking. That is absolutely shocking.
36.
37.
Basically, just nine balls out of which they have scored.
Yeah.
Yes.
No wonder they posted the lowest ever score in the power play this season.
No wonder they have to chase 127 in overs. It's their own undoing.
It's like Gujarat are to RR what? MI is
to
CSK. KKR.
Even CSK.
Yeah, I think it's just a setup, right? I think like what MI did to CSK for a long time, used tall, quick bowlers to bounce and trouble hard lengths to Chennai. That's what you see Gujarat doing to Rajasthan. All 3 games, new ball movement, go hard into the batters, and Gujarat and Rajasthan have still not been able to find a way out. And the one guy who does them better, they have they match him up with Rashid. So Hetmyer is taken care by Rashid. It's like a perfect antidote to what Rajasthan have to offer.
Yeah. So
let's see how Samson goes about us.
Look, guys, I think if this match does not turn around and if Gujarat end up winning comfortably, then we might have to put our hands up and say that we did the watch-along for the wrong match. Because the KKR match offered a lot more entertainment. Even though it was one-sided at the end.
Yeah.
Venkatesh Iyer.
Nobody's like greeting a family here. And just like, what is this atmosphere? Nobody's greeting anybody. There's no comments. No captain is missing out and then coming back and scoring runs.
Yeah, Narayan goes on to say KL Rahul is always an impact player for the opposition. Opposition doesn't need to get an impact player if they play against KL. Don't get him out of the first 10 overs.
Yeah. I know when KL will start performing. The last game against Chennai, when they'll be out of contention, that is when he'll perform.
Or they already qualified.
No.
For
Punjab, he always used to
score.
But
for Lucknow, it's unlikely that Lucknow will be unlikely that Lucknow will not make it.
Who knows?
Yeah. I hope heavy dew sets in and the ball would turn into a bar of soap. And I think even then Rashid will not give away more than 8 runs in an over.
And then Rashid will carve a sculpture out of that soap. He bowl proper deliveries out of that.
Oh yeah, even Manish Pandey is among the wasted Karnataka players in recent times. We have any other Arjun Hoysala.
Wow. CM Gautam.
Going to KPL now.
Yeah. Manish KKR the trophy. True. He has one IPL to back.
Yeah, but that's the point, right? After he won KKR the trophy, that was 9 years ago, and you thought that would launch Manish into something.
I think
it will be launching pad, but it never happened.
Can we say the same about Robin Uthappa as well?
Yeah, but he achieved more than most. I think the peak peak Robin was one of the best batters in the IPL. But
Yeah.
if you look at Manish, I think after that, I mean, just before the 2018 mega auction, he was bought for 11 or 12 crores, if I'm not wrong, by Sunrisers.
Yeah.
And it was shocking. I
Mm.
mean, it turned out to be a very poor move at the end. I don't think, apart from playing 1 or 2 good knocks per season, Manish did anything for the franchise.
So you're talking about the same Sunriser who didn't pay 15 for Rashid. Okay,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. But then
I'm-
this, sorry, but this chase is not making sense now because I don't know why nobody's taking risk or
Yeah.
working to get the rate down.
Extremely puzzled by Rajasthan's tactics here. They're just nudging Rashid around when the required rate is close to 13, I guess.
I don't think it's out of like this thing. It's like they're genuinely struggling to find a hold. Nobody is able
So-
to hit it.
So yeah, this would be a Gujarat winning.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
it
all.
cleared out.
He's gone.
Oh my god.
Rashid two wickets in 2 overs. Yes, making it easy. Oh, was that Hardik saying a few words? He's quite animated.
I didn't see, but
Look at him.
yeah.
He's very animated.
But after Padikkal has
Look at that.
ended up
Wow.
playing a Padikkal knock, Parag has played a typical Parag
Parag
knock.
knock. Wow.
So I don't
Yeah,
know.
but then I think these ones are actually far more harsh on Parag. But yeah, I think this is no way
I
out.
know. I agree. But I mean, but then just the question that at some point it has to turn around for him, right? At some point he has to take the team over the line from this kind of situation, right? Like even against Punjab, he
Yeah.
had a good chance.
So wait, I mean, genuinely asking, Nikhil, do you think there is a case for Rajasthan to use Parag up the order, say like
Yeah,
a
they
number
did.
3 or number 4?
If I'm not wrong, they did in one of the matches. I think they did in the Delhi match. I think they
Yeah.
used
Yeah.
they dropped.
Thing like you say, Padikkal experiment is clearly not working. Just use Parag and tell him that see we're gonna give you like 5 or 6 or 7 games at higher up the order. Just be yourself. There's no harm in that. You know that. I mean, you saw what happened with Uttapa, right? You're seeing what happens with
Yeah.
Rahane. So just say that we trust you, we trust your skills. Just go out and execute what you do. So is there a case for it?
I think they did. I don't think they'll want to put him up at 3. To be very, very honest, they would say we would rather have Samson at 3 than put Parag at 3. They batted him at 4 in the first few games, but again, they didn't see much, and so they've gone out. They dropped him as well, which actually makes you wonder that they've dropped Jaiswal before for Padikkal,
Padikkal.
then they've dropped Padikkal for Jaiswal, and now again they're still backing Padikkal. It is like you don't quite understand that what is it that they're trying to do in terms of. I mean, everybody was questioning the moment they took Padikkal into the setup that okay, how are you going to now use these 2 players? So if they have taken a call on Padikkal, maybe then they can give Parag 3 games and hopefully at a better venue. I feel with the youngsters, it's important to put them at the right spot. Like Tilak Verma is probably playing at the best spot right now for Mumbai. So it's easier for him to come off than for him to not come off. I think with Parag, with Rian, it's always been the difficult spots. And whenever he's got the chance, he's not been able to make the most of it. But then you are unlikely to do so if you get one chance in like 10, 15 games at the best possible position for you to come off. So I think while you will always say, if you come out from there, it will help your case. But like it's a bit of both, I feel.
Which is why I think this season somehow they have to figure out who's the one if they want to back going forward and get rid of the other, because not helping anybody.
that's
6. Yeah, should be 6. Yeah.
At least 87, 89 meters.
Yeah, let's see.
And
Sanju keeping.
While we were talking, Rashid Khan has got the purple cap. He's now the leading wicket taker. He's gone past, I think,
I'm
Chahal.
shocked. I think no one picked Rashid for purple cap in our predictions. I think.
I think because last season he was more like a defensive option, right?
Yeah.
So nobody expected him to be this attacking, but
I mean, this Gujarat attack is just
too good.
a cheat code, especially when Hardik also bowls and does well, right? It's like they are relentless. There's no way out. But yeah, I mean, coming back to my point, I feel they should decide between Padikkal and Parag. Just figure out who is the better long-term option to back and then get rid of the other, because it's just hurting both parties at this point. These guys are not getting a proper franchise to play at. these guys Rajasthan are not getting value out of these players.
Yeah.
So it's
I think
like being useful to no one.
KKR would kill to
imagine,
have
right?
Padikkal.
Imagine if Padikkal was opening for KKR, right? He'll be the first name on their team sheet because they desperately need a run accumulator of the order and also a left-hander ideally. So
But KKR already has like 700 left-handers and another one who will probably have a trouble facing short ball.
yeah, match made in heaven, you could say.
Yeah, I
But-
mean, like I don't think there are so many teams like KKR who have like 4 or 5 left-handers in their top 6.
Chennai,
Very few.
Chennai are the
Yeah, but Chennai still have enough righties to offset them, right? Like they have Rituraj, they have Raidu, they have MS, and they could also like play drain. But
and the best thing is they have lefties who can actually play spin, so the matchup goes there. Unlike
only
other
play
teams,
spin, only play spin.
yeah, only play
Only
spin.
play
Right?
spin.
No, that is
Yeah,
Dubey.
And no, you have a couple of lefties who can only play spin, which is Moin and Dubey.
Moin can, I think,
And a couple of lefties who can only play pace, which is Stokes and
Jadeja.
Jadeja. And I've never seen you won't see more subcontinent batters, at water against spin while trying to hit spin as much as Jadeja. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's great that he's figured out how to get runs against spin and test cricket at the test level. But my God, in T20s, he's so bad against spin. His strike rate is like in the 80s, 70s sometimes.
Yeah. Srijan Reddy goes on to
And
kind of manifest Samson special knock loading. Yeah, we all wish, we all actually want to see
Oh, who is that out?
Mohit Sharma. There is no fielder there.
Kind of surprising. Absolutely no one, and it falls in no man's land. But again, I mean, you have to ask how many times can
Slow ball.
Hetmeyer do his magic for this? I mean, you've been asking too much of him of late, and he's been obliging. Fair play. He's been delivering over and over again. But again, another match where you're looking at Hetmeyer to give you a 25 ball 50 at least.
At
At
least.
least. So who's number 7 for them today? They don't have
Ashwin, right?
Ashwin.
Dhruv Jurel is there.
Dhruv Jurel.
Jurel is there.
And Chahal is a happy man, having gotten
Being sent
substituted.
out.
Yeah, doesn't have to worry about.
Sent out is the word.
So
Is that a boundary?
just like Gujarat being Gujarat, so efficient and they're just choking another team. Just again, this is what I was saying. It's just so boring to watch Gujarat play because they're so damn good at what they do and they're so clear at what they want to do that it's so damn boring to watch them. There is no unpredictability. There is no, bottle job. It's just
Bottle job.
them being efficient.
Is this an Arsenal fan talking?
There are layers to this conversation now.
Yeah, we have another question.
Yeah.
I think Hetmeyer and Hetmeyer have over delivered for RR.
I think he means Butler probably
Yeah, maybe Butler.
or Bolt. I don't know.
Yeah, but
If you could clarify that, Sanjay, I think it would
Yeah.
be. We could have that conversation after that. You could just
or
clarify.
is he just saying that Hetmeyer is so good that he's Hetmeyer and Hetmeyer?
Butler.
Oh,
Butler.
and Hetmeyer.
Butler.
yeah.
That's true.
No
I think,
problem.
but I mean, arguably Butler is still the best T20 batter.
Yeah,
right?
but
So-
I mean, as in Butler has only played for one franchise before this.
no,
That
I'm
was
saying
Mumbai, and he did well for Mumbai. And
Mm.
yeah, of course, I think it's just a case of Butler being
very
twice the
indifferent.
batsman he was at one point. I mean, he was not just batsman and he was in Mumbai, and also he started opening also
Yeah.
after coming to
Rajasthan.
Rajasthan regularly.
Mm,
I mean, I think he did open for
Yeah,
Mumbai as
Mumbai.
he
He did.
never- regularly this frequently. Now he opens for England as well.
I think
But-
that was a mistake back then. Now it has become a necessity that Butler has to open.
Yeah, and it has a lot to do with Roy, who I feel will again be back in the IPL. Let's see.
Oh yes.
Mm.
We were discussing it in the afternoon. I think Gurbaz is done for
Yeah,
the time being, at least. I think he's
Yeah.
done for the time being, except for that RCB match where he
Yeah,
scored a 50. He's not shown enough to. I mean,
Warrant a
and
place,
he can't
yeah.
complain. It. He's got 5 matches. Any overseas player would still to have 5 matches. You ask guys who have been dropped after 1 or 2 matches, right? They'll be like,
Forget that. You ask Santner, he'll also be like that. After playing so well, he got dropped. So, yeah.
But do you think
Yeah.
they'll stick to Jaggi at least for one more match? Jagadisan?
With
Oh, Impact.
yeah, I think
Oh,
they impact sub. Who's this now?
Oh,
Joshua,
Noor
no.
Ahmed. Noor Ahmed. Noor Ahmed. Yeah, we felt so Noor Ahmed could come in.
It's a debut, is it? IPL debut?
Looks like.
How old is he now? Is he still 14?
I think he must be
16.
Yeah. If you could just, because what is his age? Just tell us if you could.
On
do that.
paper.
Yeah, on paper, of course. I'm sure
But
he must
then-
be what, 19.
So this is very interesting. Then they have 8 overs left. Rashid
Gill-
surely bowls 2 more.
But Gill went
No.
long back. So
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
He's been just really subbed
He
out of
was
the
subbed
match.
by Jain.
yeah, Jayant Yadav. Oh,
He's gone, is he? Oh,
Oh,
Nearly.
so Noor Ahmed will be introduced into the attack with Noor left for Rajasthan to chase.
Yeah. Very.
yeah. But like just going back to the discussion, I think with the overs left, you have Rashid to bowl 2 more, so that's 14 overs done, and Joseph should bowl 3, so that's 17. 3 overs left. Mohit has 2, and Shami has 1. So definitely Noor will cut off somebody.
Yeah.
No, I think it might not be an indicator that he's definitely.
Oh, this is then proper on because
Oh,
this
By
would
the way-
put pressure on Noor Ahmed as well. If Samson is going like this with his spin, then I think they'll have to think a bit more.
But I think Noor Ahmed might not.
I think he might bowl to
Or
Hitchmeyer, right?
I think he's just been brought in just in case they need someone is having a terrible day and they need 1 over to fill in or something. They're brought in.
No, given the Rashid is bowling third over, they might need
Yeah.
somebody against Hetmeyer. So they probably will use him against Hetmeyer and see.
But a pressure situation for Noor Ahmed to walk in.
Yeah.
You're asking him quite a bit. Unlike
Oh, still 100 runs left.
no,
That's not
but
like.
still, you don't want to be the guy that shifts the momentum, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
3 sixes to Rashid Khan.
Yes. Cheta,
Marco Jensen would be happy.
yeah. Finally, Cheta is responding to our calls with 3 sixes. I'm sure a fan club has gone mad, berserk.
By the way,
Yeah.
if anyone from Sanju Samson fan club is watching this video, guys, we are ready to do a special documentary for you and shoot a video and all. And
Yeah.
if you could just, contact us, we will
Do the
make
other.
something
yeah.
happen. We really
Yeah.
want to do a piece on that because I think he has the most, incredible fan base in the entire
So
country.
He's a cult personality.
Yeah. Is that a bound?
No,
it's
that's
not. It's
just
a
a-
single. Or you want to go for
Just
two?
a single.
Yeah. And if anyone from Sanju Samson fan club is watching this, just spread the word that we would love for us to do a video on
Yeah.
the whole fan club. It would really be great.
I think it'll be a great video as well.
Yeah, and I think it deserves some light as well. What
How this
how
craze.
much of a
Mhm.
a literal god Sanju is in Kerala right now.
Yeah.
He's been
Not right now, as in like.
yeah
for
not
the
right
last-
now
yeah.
for now, but now that he's a skipper, face of Rajasthan Royals, right?
That's why I was wondering. I mean, Rajasthan could easily play home games in Trivandrum, and they would get mad numbers there. They would get
Yeah,
people turning up in like what 50,000-60,000 just to watch Samson. They would even climb on trees and watch him. So
Yeah, so
Yeah. Like
fan
92 in 42 though, still possibly just made possible thanks to that over. Slight chance, whatever they are.
yeah, who would have thought it would come against Rashid?
Yeah, but I think it had to come, right? He was bowling back to back, like from one end. So
Mm.
they had to take somebody on.
Yeah,
So in 92 in 7 overs, right?
Gill has the most fantasy points,
Yeah.
and you can guess the number.
Yeah, this is for
So is it Noor Ahmed or is it just Mohit Sharma?
Noor Ahmed.
Let's see. I think
Yeah.
they'll stick with their. Probably Alzhar is not a bad shout, as Nikhil said. Maybe
Yeah. You need a wicket now.
let's see who Hardik. Oh, he's gone to the side.
Oh,
Oh, that's
hey!
Maybe if the fielder was a bit behind,
No. Then also, I think it is traveling.
I wonder if he would have caught it on the rebound. I felt. I mean,
Ida has just forced him to hit a six like
Yeah, Ram
Solilok.
Yeah.
Solilok.
Right timing, yeah.
If I'm right. Yeah. I think he didn't connect it properly.
No, then
but-
also it would have gone out.
no,
Yeah.
it would have been
He
six.
did like Cameron Green or
No,
Ivan
you needed
Janssen.
Pollard. That's the only person who can catch this.
Nah.
Pollard will just climb on the tree and he'll be like,
Do
take
this.
this. Yeah. And
But
he'll
yeah,
still be
this is
like up in front of the boundary. That's insane.
yeah.
What goes for 20 or 30?
Short ball again. Oh, no.
Yorker.
Yorker.
Sorry.
Nice.
Well bowled.
2 or 1. Okay.
No. With Hetmeyer, yeah, no, I'm not sure you're going to get a double here.
Yeah, but yeah, I think, but this just made the game interesting because Joseph has 3, and he has to bowl at least 2 more. I mean, like to bowl 3 of his, and then if he travels here to Samson, then it really puts a lot of pressure because then you don't have much option but to go back to either Mohit Sharma or get Noor Ahmed to bowl 1.
Yeah.
I think Hardik just wanted one more option just in case somebody has a bad over, they can sort of get the other guy. Maybe it could have been Little also who knows how to bowl at the death. So we'll see how it all pans out.
Oh.
Yeah,
So-
it suddenly feels like somebody's switch, just like somebody's put up the switch for Rajasthan. Like every ball there is a shot.
After
Yeah.
not attempting a single big hit for
For ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not since the last game. Yeah. Finally, some fight from RR GT death bowling will come into test. Yeah, I
Yep.
mean that's the only thing that has not clicked for them. So if that also works, yeah, just give the title to them. We can all go back to supporting our team for no reason.
But yeah, they need at least
Nice.
10 more runs, I feel, in the next 3 balls. No? They need 10 more runs and it's
10,
proper
at
game
least
on.
10 more. Okay.
75 of 6, at least get it.
Oh,
That is
Oh, that's
4
4
of them.
more.
That is 4 of
Yeah.
them. We
Let's
need
count it.
6.
Let's count it down. We need 6 more from 2 deliveries.
Yeah, or at least 5 more.
Yeah. To tie.
No, 75 of 6.
Okay.
You know, it's
But
nice.
your prediction was 10, right? So if
Yeah.
it is 9, it goes to a super over.
Super. Then he has to say where the wicket will come from or where the boundary will come.
Seen a super over all.
We nearly saw one, but then Dinesh Karthik decided to not turn up.
And Harshal decided to forget
Miss
how
it.
to.
Yes.
Magical.
Yeah, 80 of 38. Oh, that's
Oh,
Well
brilliant,
bowled, I
brilliant
have to say.
execution.
But yeah,
Oh, that's a double.
I told you he'll take a 2.
that would piss Hardik off. They've just casually taken a double. Meanwhile,
So it's 6 of 2. 4 more from the last ball to get there.
and 100 is up for Rajasthan, by the way.
And
Nice
Yep.
time to bring Noor Ahmed probably right now. With the 100 up for Rajasthan.
Maybe they could get in Noor Ahmed and then bowl Rashid from the other end. Just to
Yeah, you feel they had to hold back 1 hour of Rashid now, surely, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it wouldn't make sense to bowl him out,
Hmm.
especially after he got hit for 3 sixes. I think Samson might have a slight edge. So
Yeah, I'm
do
very
that.
keen to see if they go to
Oh.
Shami now.
Yorker, but
Brilliant
are they
Yorker.
going to take 2? No,
Just one.
but
No.
How can they take 2?
No. I think very keen to see if they go to Shami now. I don't think they can go to Shami later. Maybe.
Yeah.
So get Shami back now. Look to take a wicket.
Shami to Hetmeyer could be ugly, potentially ugly, you know, as in could turn out to be a 25-26 run over. Or he could take the wicket.
Yeah, he is somebody who can nail the Yorker when you don't expect him to, and not bowl anything when you expect him to. So it's we don't know what will happen. I think
The
even
message
Mohit
is there.
Sharma is not a bad option, right? Because longer boundaries, he might get this off cutter going.
Saha is getting the helmet, so I think he's going to stand up.
Noor Ahmed.
Noor Ahmed.
Yes,
Noor Ahmed
Noor
it
Ahmed.
is.
Yes, we are lucky to witness Noor Ahmed before we are being kicked out.
Okay, I think
Doubt.
you can tell us this. Is he the youngest overseas player to play in the IPL?
18 is
I'm sure Brevis will be up there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but is Noor
Even
Ahmed,
Stubbs won't be there. Yeah, Stubbs
Noor
will be
Ahmed the youngest overseas player to play in IPL? Could be. I feel he will be the top 3 for sure.
there. Yeah, on paper.
Yeah. Top 3 easily on paper. Yeah.
Oh wait, how old was Rashid when he debuted?
He was 17 or 18.
Noor
Yeah,
Ahmad.
He's 18.
should be 7.
Yeah,
Noor Ahmad
Let's
is
see.
he just turned 18.
just turned
18
18.
years.
So
And
should be youngest then.
Yeah,
Should
looks
be the
28. Let's see if he gets a wicket on the first ball. It'll be a good start.
Oh, decent start. Decent
he's
start.
basically Afghanistan's Afghani Kumar Kartikeya.
Afghani Kumar Kartikeya. Wow.
But I'm very
I-
keen to see Samson. I think we'll stay back to him. So let's see if we can rush him or Samson goes to pull.
Yeah, that will be interesting. Alzari has been disappointing today with this
I think
lens.
he mixed it up well. I think. I mean.
No, last over he did come back well, but in the first over also he got hit by Sanju. So
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be interesting. He's somebody who has a knack of like making a comeback at the death and bowl those Yorkers, crushing Yorkers. So see how it goes.
As the new set in, we
Ooh.
fan idea through Noor Ahmad's bowling. That's
50 for
50.
Samson.
29 balls, great knock.
Yeah, there are a lot of dots up front, but he's made
Yeah.
up for it in the
But
4-5
Exactly right. You should be like this. You should not.
Yeah.
If when you're in a circumstance where you're playing a lot of dots up front, you have to be like a Samson
Yeah,
and not
but Samson has the ability to accelerate. So when you're someone like a particular Gill, you can't afford to play too many dot balls up front because you know you don't have the ability to catch up like
Yeah.
a Samson.
That's what I'm saying.
Or
You should be like a Sanju and not a Kannur.
Oh,
Oh, he is rushing.
yeah. Did feel like
90.5 per hour. Good pace.
Imagine if they unleash him also when the ball is when they're playing in like conditions like Chepak. That's it. Give them the title. It's like
yeah, they can drop Mohit and play Sai Kishore. Then it's done. Just get the prize. Just go to
Yeah.
the presentation.
Wait
Yeah.
for it. Gujarat and Lucknow are playing in Lucknow. Wait for it. Wait
So-
for that match.
so. Ravi Shastri, if you're watching this, please give the trophy to them. Yeah, we can all go back home.
Gujarat Giants, right?
Gujarat. Oh,
Six.
Oh, that's a 6.
Oh, Yeah.
Six.
nice. What a shot. What a time.
Now then. Did they want little? Or were they little greedy?
Make a little mistake. Or did they make a 100% mistake?
100%. Wow.
I think Gujarat will feel it's about 2 wickets though. I mean, post this, there is not much to follow. Dhruv Jorel can back, Ashwin can swing, but if they get these two, then the game's probably done. But yeah, as of now, you don't know where the wicket will come from.
So Gujarat now have a right arm Rashid and left arm Rashid.
Just
Hey, that's a poor ball.
Oh, it's a 4. Make
Poor
that
ball.
10 last 2 balls.
Oh, Noor Ahmad feeling a pressure. I mean, yeah, I think they're asking too much of a guy who's
Yeah.
never played in such a stage before. It's just not fair. I think Bangalore did the right thing by
Getting Vishak.
Vishak
Yeah.
after
Yeah. But by then the game is almost done.
Yeah, that's how you should.
But here
ideally-
also you would say the game is
Not really. But yeah, by the
Still.
way, just Sanjay, thank you for this bit of information. Mujib at 17 years.
yeah.
Wait, is that out? No.
Oh, that's gone.
It should be gone.
Whoa, he's
Yes.
Yes.
Maiden wicket.
Worked. The move has worked for
Gujarat.
Nice.
whatever Gujarat do, it just never.
Don't doubt them.
Yeah,
Wow,
it never fails to.
So
I mean,
today,
it's-
Another match winner for them. Yeah, they've just had
No,
too
they
many-
already had now Avinav Manohar.
yeah.
But this
Two
was Hardik.
Good. And the right person to be under it, Miller. Safest
Magic.
option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see disappointment in the air everywhere.
So that's
Yeah.
a change in the batters for Rajasthan, and there's also a change in the panel here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not
Me,
this. Oh, it's done already.
Yeah.
Let's-
me,
Yes.
Nikhil, and Akash will make way for the OG Giants,
OG Gents.
Yep.
Umesh and Avnish. So these
Yeah,
guys
cut.
Oh my god, we were having so much fun watching that Samson knock.
And I can't believe he's got out
Hey,
just
yaar.
before we were coming on. Because if you saw, honestly, a camera in the headquarters right now, you would have seen me and Somesh absolutely love it because he didn't just take down Rashid Khan, he's taking down Noor Ahmad as well. And I don't know. I know.
What great batting! What
Brilliant
great batting
batting.
did we see?
Especially
Now
in the last
Hetmeyer is
10
the
balls.
only hope.
He got up 15, 29 balls, but his last 10 balls were like some 40 runs or something like that. It was just berserk. But is it still game on? Because lots of people are asking the same question, watching this right now. How much would you give RR as an outsider chance? 10%? 15%?
More than that, I think till Hetmeyer is there, they still have at least 30-35% chance.
Correct. So 60 of 30. And he's gone straight. Nearly taken from David Miller. They'll scamper back for 2. 62 of 29. And look, Gujarat under the pump. Remember, it was last Sunday where it was the afternoon game and a certain Rinku Singh took it away. A left-hander at this very venue. So locked. Stay locked, I should say, for sure. He's got some water for me. Good lad. Good lad. Just leave it there. I'll help myself. Right, so 116 for 5, 15.1. And only time will tell how this innings kind of goes about its business. Because Joseph will bowl 2.
Yeah. I mean, let us know in the comments below who all of you are rooting for Rajasthan, because we are.
Yeah.
Come on, Hetty.
I
Come
think
on.
majority of the viewers.
Oh,
that's a
Beamer,
no
no ball, free hit. 6.
Oh
6.
my God, what is that? Our bats made of something else these days. Because it's just ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure Sai Sudarshan, Shami is a अच्छा fielder. So since Shami is on the field, definitely he's bowling 1 over.
He is, but so talk to me about that edge. You're telling me that's got outside edge over.
ये कुछ तो भी है भाई, अलग level 6 है भाई ये. Oh no, they're reviewing that no ball. अरे यार ये क्या boring rule है.
This is honestly one of those PS5 game glitches where something it just touches and it goes away for 6. It was just nuts. Joseph can't believe it. I think they're peeling or must have reviewed for a no ball. If Jurel can repeat his heroics against Punjab Singh, Abhinav Gupta, I mean, yeah, we would love a Rajasthan Royals win. Honestly, love it. There'll be 2 games that 2 away teams have taken the points at home from GT. Hoping GT lose more than RR win. Yeah. I know your sentiment. Now, they're all kind of peering to the Megatron, which could indicate it could be a no ball this. Yeah, it is. It is surely a no ball.
Yeah.
He's crouching as well. You got to give the benefit of the doubt to the batter. I'm not speaking like an inner RR fan, but I'm genuinely thinking this could be a no ball, you know. Anil Chaudhary, please extend your right arm.
Oh, not a no ball.
And he's reversing his decision. Hetmeyer can't believe it, and it stays.
So that means that would have been gone.
That would have been gone, essentially. And Shami's just got his bearings wrong because he's coming 5 meters to in, as you can see, and it's gone away for 6. But I figure even if he had been on the line, it would have been a real.
But why? It's short of the season.
Short of the season. I mean, absolute. Maybe, I don't know, like, how do you even describe that shot? He's trying to hoik it over leg side, goes over third man for 6, purely because of the bat, right? So it comes down back to 12 runs and over, and Hetmeyer has Jurel Ashwin to help him out here, because Hetmeyer will have to do the heavy lifting. Chandrakant Reddy, good to see you. Are the RR batsmen all this time waiting for the dew to set in and then going bonkers?
Don't think so. I think, I mean, Shami was like unplayable with the new ball.
Exactly.
But I think David Padikkal played a very bad knock, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Even though the ball was moving, there was no real intent from him to give at least Samson the strike.
And you know, funnily enough, the Padikkal knock and the Gill knock can really kind of cancel out each other.
Not really. Gill is net
more
positive
runs.
over Padikkal.
Got more runs,
Yeah.
but that 178 now, thanks to that Samson blitz, is now in touching distance. 55-27 is doable.
12 and over.
They need 12 and over. They will target Mohit Sharma. 1
Yeah.
over for him.
I mean, I'm just thinking from an RR perspective.
Oh, he's got 4 here.
4,
That's
lucky.
brilliant. Brilliant touch play from
Yeah.
Dhruv Jurel.
I'm just
51
thinking
of
from an RR
26.
perspective, they was be thinking कि भाई holder होता अभी Zampa की जगह, so they would have had one more batter.
100%. Now, what does Hardik Pandya do here? Because essentially, he has 1 over of Shami, 1 over of Mohit.
1 over from Rashid. I think Mohit has 2.
Oh, has 2?
Yeah.
Oh, and Joseph has 1 more.
Joseph has 1 more.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to bowl Mohit. Sorry, He doesn't have to bowl.
He doesn't have to bowl anyone actually, because Noor Ahmed ne ek hi over dala. He
Correct.
can bowl 3 more.
That is true. And Rashid has one more.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see who they use when. My money is Rashid to bowl the next over. Anyway, Dhruv Jurai pulls.
Pulled well. Oh,
And there is a fielder. In fact, Noor Ahmed will just restrict it to one. So anyway, a very productive over nonetheless. Last ball remaining. And Joseph has had day to forget. 2.5 overs, none for 41.
Yeah, actually, we were thinking that he will be
Exactly.
the pick of the Rajasthan bowlers.
Yep. And they're showing what? Ara's last defeat in a chase, I'm guessing. 5 runs against Punjab earlier in Assam, in Guwahati to be particular. And yet again, there, Dhruv Jurai nearly pulling it off. 32 unbeaten of 15 balls. Can he repeat his heroics, not just against, I think that was what even the comments said, right? With Abhinav Gupta. Yeah, you were the man. Right, so Joseph, can he at least gain some consolation in this over? No, he
Not
doesn't.
really, not
What a
really.
shot. What a shot. Honestly,
20 run over.
brilliant 20-run over. And this is what has got RR back in the game big time. 44 of 24. And they'll take a cigarette timeout, strategic timeout, I should say. If you guys know, you know. And obviously, they've created that 2.5 minutes for all those breathers. Smoking kills, by the way. Don't ever do it. It's just a joke. Right. 134 for 5. Somesh has gone on to say multiple times on record that Shimron Hetmyer is the most underrated player in terms of the overseas pros in the IPL. Can he pull it off tonight?
I mean, he has to. Alternate nahi hai.
For sure. No,
Because Jurel, see, but I mean, if he's there, things would be tricky for Gujarat.
Yeah.
Because if he's out, just imagine for Dhruv Jurai and Ashwin, it'll be much difficult. He's the senior pro here. He's someone who's done this for years.
Man, I'm just thinking about it. Like Rajasthan Royals, like they're actually looking like a really good team, man.
I think I won't be surprised if they give Noor Ahmed the next one, and then Rashid, and then Noor again.
Yeah.
So 3 overs there, and 1 last over maybe to Shami. But they have Mohit Sharma as well. That's the tricky bit. See, Shami's on the field. That means he's getting 1 more over.
Correct. And I suspect Shami will bowl the penultimate. The last one, they could really check it out. By the way, on the topic of checking things out, merchandise is something that you guys should really check out. I'm wearing one snazzy, cool t-shirt right now that cricket.com's going to start dealing with. And you guys have a chance to win this particular t-shirt, and not this one, but obviously fresh ones that we will do in the future if you can answer a few things going along in the watch-along. So plenty of incentives to watch the watch-along with us throughout the rest of the IPL. So tell a friend, tell a family. There's Amazon vouchers, there's t-shirts, there's goodie bags generally to win. And this is your space as much as it's ours. So big shout out to all the people watching this. And merchandise, if you guys have, honestly think about it, guys. We're in India. We love cricket. No one's doing t-shirts. We're thinking, let's get on that bandwagon. I know there are few players in the market, but there's no one exclusively doing t-shirts. And we have the name cricket.com. So it's perfect, literally. Anyway, KLR Rahul, which is, of course, Kamal Lajawab, saying this will be a test for Captain Hardik. Essentially, yes, but also he's come out well in these situations. So it wouldn't be a real blemish.
He has options.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always good for a captain to have options.
Do you think Noor Ahmed will bowl another one? Do you think that?
I think he will.
Do you think so?
He will. What Hardik might want to do is just mix it up. 4 overs, 4 different bowlers. I don't see Joseph bowling again. He just has had an off day.
So Rashid,
maybe,
Mohit.
Yeah, Rashid, Mohit, Noor, and then Shami.
Yeah. That
In any particular order. So yeah, Noor Ahmed is bowling now.
Right. Noor Ahmed might look Australian. He's not. Like Shub was, I don't want to say what Shub said. But good old Shub, he's lighting the live blog. A nice reason for you guys to check that out, by the way. I'm happy because there's 10 seconds left of my United game. They've got the 2 points.
Oh, they're talking to Tewate. Is he gonna vote?
I told you. I was telling these boys.
Oh, shot.
They're gonna run 2 here, minimum.
Oh, is
they
it
could get 4.
It's
a
a
4. You don't expect that from Rashid. The wheels are falling off.
You know, I don't remember the last time I really had a team to support. Well, I was just rooting for some team.
In the afternoon.
भाई ठीक है तो force feed कर ले मेरे को तो अलग बात है but
Okay, one second. Dhruv Jurel, man, he's exciting.
Yeah.
He's very exciting. He's not one of those to just like play second fiddle.
Hmm.
He's taking the game on as well. What does Noor do? Oh, that could
Down
be a
the
good
leg,
LB
down the
shot.
leg. Nah,
No,
pitched outside.
pitched outside. Remember, Dhruv Jurel is the same bloke batting
They
with
hit 13 at one point of time. Now it's come down to 11.
correct. The vintage Reebok bat that he has.
Yeah.
So
He
brilliant
already
stuff
hit 4
there.
of the first. So that's sorted.
So yeah, they can play it peacefully, even if they have to get 7 in the last
Yeah,
over.
my only worry is that Rashid over.
Yeah, so I mean, Rashid has to bowl the next over for me now.
Oh.
Because if this one turns out to be an expensive one, if they need 30 of 3, I think put Rashid on immediately. Because if you can't give it to Mohit or you can't give it to Shami.
I think Nehraji keeps talking to everyone who's standing in the boundary.
Everyone.
जो भी बाउंड्री पे खड़ा है कुछ ना कुछ किया भाई देख ऐसा
It's madness.
मिलर से वो क्या बात करता होगा इंग्लिश में
Oh, pulled away. Oh, there could be a run out here. There could be a run out here. We know how Hetmeyer is. I do not want to jinx it, but Shami, he might have got a wicket here. Literally with a run out.
Yeah,
He's obviously not bowling.
I think थोड़ा bats got stuck.
Yeah. Which could be a
I
problem.
hope not. Please, this
I
this
really
is such
hope
a dampener.
Yeah, I'm looking at this run out replay saying, just Chimranja. Please, for the love of God.
By the way, this over 4 balls 5 runs. So start अच्छा था, but now if it's not a run out, then
And
otherwise.
that was a misfield too. It looked dodgy. Saha collects. Hetmeyer's looking short. Hetmeyer.
He's in.
He's in by the skin of his teeth.
Oh my God, that was
Jesus
so
Christ.
close.
That was by the barest of margins. By
Yeah.
the barest
Now
of
they need a
margins.
6 actually. The point is कि 4 ball में 5 ही run आए इस over से.
Is that the game changer?
अभी नहीं. अभी game changer तो
The
भाई.
wood. And even he knows it. Hetmeyer knows it. He's celebrating.
He's pumped.
A clinch of the fists. Right, so let's see how it really spirals up because it's going down to the wire. 20 balls left of this absolute Super Sunday cracker. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. You guys recommended us for doing this watch along, and here we are living up to it as we can. Noor Ahmad, wide ball,
Wide,
surely.
this should be a wide. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Give it a wide Gaffney. He gives it a wide Gaffney. It is a wrong one. Oh,
6
the stop
or
ball.
4 balls in this over.
30
So
of 28.
4 भी चलेगा. They don't really.
Man, that Mohit Sharma over and the Rashid Khan over, those are the 2 overs which dictated. Shami may be a hit and miss, but those 2 essentially.
2. Come on. No, just a single.
Just a
Now they
single.
need a boundary of this ball. I think Jurel should go for it. I
Jurel
think-
should go for it.
Yeah.
By the way, just on Mohit Sharma, I remember peak Mohit Sharma had a good back of the hand slow ball. Does he still have that in
He's
his
still-
armory?
yeah. He's just been bowling slower bounces.
Yeah,
पिछले
slower
मैच से
bounces.
अभी तक he's bowled 6 overs filled with slower bounces.
Yeah. And only his second IPL game in God knows how long. His first game was a good comeback, 2 for 18, 4. So let's see if
और
he
एक
can
full
be
ball था भाई मार सकते थे.
the hidden hero. Dhruv
Oh.
Jurel, oh, Miller just
So
tried to fool
36
about.
needed of last 3. This is exactly what Gujarat scored in the last 3.
Oh my God. Well paid attention to my friend Somesh. So now Rashid, Mohit, Shami, or Joseph, or
Oh,
Devatia.
Oh no, not Tiwadi.
Why are you
Maybe
confident?
Noor Ahmed bowling one more.
But Noor just finished.
No, he bowled only 2, right? So he has,
No, but he just bowled this over. So who's bowling this over as well?
I think Rashid will be bowling this, and maybe Noor can bowl one more after.
Oh, I
Let's
like
see.
it.
Let's see.
I
Let's see.
like it. So
Because I
you're
think Hetmeyer will fancy hitting pace.
yeah. So try to take as much
Yeah.
to spin as you can, and then Devatia will bowl.
See,
the
if
final.
it is up to me, Shami won't be bowling.
or Mohit for that matter. If you're ruling at Shami, then you may as well rule at Mohit as well, right?
But any one of them has to bowl.
Why spin to close it out?
They can't, nah. They can't mathematically do it.
Rahul Tewatia.
No.
They were just speaking to him, so how would you love
I
it?
don't think
He's
so.
finished games for Gujarat with the
With the
bat.
bat is a different thing, but not with the ball.
He's Rahul Tewatia. When life gives you Rahul, you make it a Tewatia. Anyway,
Yeah.
Rashid Khan to Dhruv Jurel.
Short ball.
Wrong one, and he'll just get
यार
one.
ये तो मारने वाली बॉल थी यार. सैमसन तो पता नहीं कहाँ.
Yeah. Ani, if you're
साबरमती
watching,
में पहुंचा देता है.
if you're watching, please, for the love of God, tell me the matchups. Hetmeyer Rashid, because I can only second guess right now.
No, we can.
I know my phone is just spazzing right now. So if you're here watching, all you people subscribe and like because this has been such a great game, please. And you can get some cricket.com merchandise as well. Let us know in the comments what you guys want to see. Any particular design, we'll get it done.
50
for
balls,
you guys.
64 runs, 4 wickets.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, really?
Oh, dot ball.
See the feast of famine. Top ball. Anyway, crucial couple of deliveries. I say that for the love of God. When your set-top box goes in a standby mode, you guys know you know. Anyway, Rashid. Oh my God! For a second, I thought he's got four. He pulled it away like that, and for a second, I thought there was two men behind the wicket on the leg side. Was it a beast? So nice thinking from Shimron Hetmaya, and he's got a boundary.
A top game this year.
Very, very good game. Very, very good game. It's a retake of the IPL final. It should have been the IPL final of 2022. This is the shit show delivered to us last year. Rashid's had a woeful day. Oh,
See,
pitching
and
outside.
this is why you should chase. Even after such a horrible start. I mean, Rajasthan could not have had a worse start than what they had.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
They're still in the game.
13 for 2 after 4, and for them to make a game out of
And
this.
one of those two being Butler.
Correct.
And they're still in it.
Yeah. Oh, down for 6. Down for 6, buddy. Down for 6,
yes.
man. Come on. Get in there. You mentioned it. The fact that there's straight boundary in Gujarat, honestly, gives me Rinku vibes. Ashish Nehra can look away as much as he likes, and they needed a big over this. They've got 11 so far with 1 ball to go. Do you think he's going to take a single?
He should.
He should.
Don't be greedy.
Don't be greedy. Do not do
It also
things.
depends on the ball. If it's overpitch, then go for it. It's not. Of course, it's not. It wasn't to be.
It's a single.
Oh, they can take 2.
They can take
Easy
2 and they will take 2. Brilliant.
Awesome. So 13 comes of this over. They're ahead of the rate. They need 23 of the last 2 with Rashid Khan out of the equation.
Yeah.
Now it's time to test Captain Pandya. I think giving the ball to Shami would be a grave error.
So here's my thing, right? I think you need to front load your bowlers here instead of actually giving it to whoever you want to give it to in the end. If you think right now, if you tell me that Noor can defend so and so in the last over, it might be Noor. But if you think Shami can defend whatever, it has to be Shami this over.
I would give this over to Noor because if he can get Shimron Hetmar out, having him miss time 1, then it will become easy for Shami.
Okay, let's see. So it's hopefully Noor, but they could surprise both of us here and actually go for the 2 pacers. Shami doesn't have a good slow ball. Shami just has to back his
will
lengths.
just go for Yorkers.
Yeah, his lengths essentially.
You're going to do Shami.
They have.
Let's see.
Shami.
Jurel has the scoop. I think he should be ready to play it because
Yeah.
Shami will go for his Yorkers.
For sure. Sami Santosh, we'll take that in just a bit because Shami is running up to bowl this penultimate over the Dhruv Jurel. 23 of 12 required, guys. And 6! Oh, what a shot! What a shot, man!
And we called it a grave error and it's 6 of the first ball.
Brilliant, yeah.
Guys,
this is brilliant. Even Gujarat Titans can mess up.
I mean, Shami is not a death bowler. Why?
Good to see that.
He can be the best power play bowler ever, but that's it.
I love
After
it.
the new ball, Shami is just any regular bowler with the white ball.
Ooh. Big call in the CDC Watchalong. You heard it here first. Now, what does Shami have to say about that 17 of 11? Does he have it in him to knock his poles over? He goes short. There is a man running under it, and he gets a wicket. He gets a wicket to silence Dhruv Jurel and the rest of the fans, including Somesh right now.
But margins. I mean, thoda sa aur acha edge lagta to bahar hi tha ye bhi.
That is true.
And that would have been game over.
That would have been game over. But look, another twist in the tail. We can't call this. Can Cricketlytics call this? I'll tell you what it was at the halfway mark, 77 to 22 in terms of the win predictor to Gujarat. And obviously that 1% of the super over, which still could happen, mind you. But right now, right here, Cricketlytics, you beauty, what are you telling me? I'll give you guys a chance to guess. Holy shit, it's tight. Holy shit, it's tight. I've never seen this before on Cricketlytics ever. It's the first time I'm seeing a 6% tie.
And 50-44. So it's like so close.
That is very close. Normally it says 2 or 3% super over, 6% tie. Download the cricket.com app. We're not even joking. It's madness. It's absolute madness. Anyway, 17 of 10. Obviously, Ashwin will be on strike because that whole running rule does not count anymore. So, Shami, what does he have to bowl to Ashwin? Surely he has to go block hole. Because, bro, Ashwin's going to come out swinging.
I've not seen the Ashwin scoop, by the way. Have we?
Ashwin.
I don't remember.
Man, you never know. He's a student of the game. He must have probably pulled out some batting manuals in his
Let's
IPL hotel
let's
rooms.
see.
Anyway, Ravi Ash batting at 8 today. Come on, what do you have, son? He
Oh,
slammed
shot
away
wide,
the
slammed away the
four!
four!
Brilliant, yeah.
Brilliant.
That is a shot. I mean, surely Ravi Ashwin is a better batter than most Indians right now. He got the job done in CSK.
And Hardik, one more time, Shami is not a dead bowler. I'm
Mr.
sorry to
Pandya,
say,
Mr. Pandya, if
you've
you're
subbed
hearing-
out the wrong guy. He's definitely not the best fielder out there. He missed the chance and he's not a dead bowler.
So is this Hardik's fault?
Of course. I mean, as a captain, you should know that.
Or Shami gone running up to Hardik saying, no, I
I
want
don't
the
think
ball.
so. I mean, aisa nahi hota, bhai. It's a captain's choice. And it's not just Hardik. This
Oh, pulled away. It could be 6 here. It is
It is
6.
a 6.
Oh my good grief.
And
Rajasthan Royals.
grave
Take a
error.
ball.
Grave error. As we said, this is a grave error. And Gujarat is out of this.
Out of this. I mean, honestly, talk about two heists from two away teams in Gujarat. First, it was the Rinku show last Sunday. Now it's the Royal show. It is quite unbelievable.
And because I think we can put this out.
As a clip,
Yeah, calling it that it would be a grave error.
oh,
It
for
has
sure.
proven to be a grave error.
100%. All you guys subscribe and like right now if you guys think Rajasthan Royals is on fire and if Ashwin's going to finish the game in 3 balls and 7 balls to spare. He's gone! He's gone! All of that for an anti-climax. Are we dramatic or what in these watchalongs? Holy hell. I mean, is there another twist? Don't tell me so. 7 of 7.
So, Sandeep Sharma, Zampa, I think Zampa will come. I think he should just go for it.
Who?
Zampa. Nothing to lose on this ball. No point taking a single.
Yeah.
Just go for it. If it's a 4, it's game over.
I mean, it's literally Ashwin has carved that to backward point.
But dude, madam, 10 of 3.
Subscribe, and like. By the way, 7 of 7. What a game we're seeing, and yet another impactful knock from Ravi Ash. A first ball 4, second ball 6. It was quite brilliant. And what an end to the week we're having in terms of IPL cricket. The afternoon game didn't really catch fire. I know we saw KKR's only second 100 in the IPL thanks to Venki Iyer, but today it's the watch-along you guys wanted. And it's a watch-along which is living up to the billing. 171 for 7, playing 178, still 7
they've
required.
sent Bolt, the Flamingo.
They've sent Trent Bolt.
Will he unleash his Flamingo shot to just take RR home
Dude,
right here, right now?
Oh, I have no idea. The best part about Trent Bolt as a batter, I think, is his commentary. You know, like, not now. No run. Jeez. Oh! And there was not now and no run there and
See now,
jeez.
as soon as
all at
Shami
once.
sees कि सामने tailender है, he'll nail his shot.
Why? Is he scared? Maybe bowlers just have that fear because if you try to bowl a Yorker, right, the chance of you bowling a low full toss is high.
I mean, confidence बढ़ जाता है ना कि जब सामने tailender है तो हाँ ठीक है, miss भी हुआ तो क्या ही
Exactly.
होगा.
So the fear that batters have now put in the bowlers, the fact that you could just lose your life. You could literally lose your life. Actually, not joking.
Oh,
7 of 6.
have
Shami has
we
good
called it
Yorker.
like little too soon? We just said that it's game over. Is it?
Bro, there was a 6% chance of super over there. Critics just scaring me.
If Admire just skies one up.
Bro, don't say that. Don't say that. So we backed them throughout. Let's back them. Job done. Let's all go home happy.
Cricket is a funny game.
It's a fickle format, this. Fickle. Anyway, lots of brilliant cameos. Ashwin's 10 of 3. Samson's great over. Rashid, they've gone for spin.
The impact
close
is thrown
out.
in the mix.
Hetmai on 48 of 24. 171 for 7. They require 7 of the last over. Rajasthan, surely they're getting across the line here unless the impact sub on IPL debut. The 4th Afghan player to grace the league.
5th. Gurbaz.
Oh, Gurbaz as well. Gurbaz.
Nabi, Gurbaz,
Mujib.
and Rashid. Oh, shot.
Cut that
Short
away.
ball,
Cut that away. Surely he has to run back.
Two.
He has to take on Rashid's arm.
Oh,
And it's a weak throw. 5 of 5.
भाई बस ठीक है कितना भागेगा पीछे तक जाएगा थोड़ा एनर्जी सेव करके रख. What a knock.
What a knock, man. 25 ball, 50. Hetmaier. Why have RCB ever sold this lad? Jesus Christ. Why did Delhi ever see this guy? I mean, he's such a pocket dynamo. Everyone questions his
What
fitness.
a player.
Everyone questions his thunder thighs. Dude, this guy is winning games for fun for RR. Really is. And he's a nice bloke as well. Anyway, big up Hetmeyer. Castle him over his head for 6 and wrap up this game, please, for the love of God. And Hetty, yes! Yes! Brilliant from Rajasthan Royals.
What a win!
Brilliant, yeah.
And that is why A, you should always chase, and B, Shami is not a red death bowler.
Yeah. And for all those Hetmeyer haters out there saying shitmeyer, well, shit in yourselves, honestly. Because he's taken this team from a very precarious situation, by the way, when he walked out. And he's gotten his team over the ball with 4 balls to spare. Brilliant. And kudos to Sanju Samson and Ravi Ashwin and Dhruv Jurel playing their cameos. But look, take nothing away from RR today. So
I think for me, this is the game of the IPL.
it is. I agree with you.
I mean, it's one thing to have some last over shenanigans,
Yeah.
but this is a proper chase after being nowhere in the game.
True. I mean, I would still say because of the drama that the RCB LSG game, I get what you're saying. This one had its topsy-turvy flows as well. And the way Hetmeyer just really took the
But I
sword
mean,
to
in
them.
this game, we saw brilliant skill being executed for a very long period of time.
True.
Samson's knock, how he took down Rashid, and then Hetmeyer just picking and choosing bowlers and their lengths. And then Ashwin's cameos, Dhruv Churel's a couple of boundaries. I mean, just a collective team effort.
And it's not just
Awesome.
about Josh
And this
Butler.
is not your everyday bowling attack. This is the best bowling attack. I mean, in IPL history.
And dude, to do it without Butler scoring runs.
Any run.
Any runs. It's quite ridiculous for them to get out of this is absolutely great for Sangakkara and company. And we can pick the bones about it for the next 5 minutes because look,
Awesome. And this is
everyone-
what I love about Rajasthan. They're so watchable.
right?
They're so
Essentially,
watchable.
even the fact that they had to gamble, not play Holder today, played Zampa, that paid off well. Ashwin and Chahal
What a
delivering.
guy. What a guy.
literally
Hetmeyer.
brilliant.
Does it again.
I mean, essentially, Sanju Samson as well. Take your hat down off of, honestly, because for me, you had to kind of negate that Hardik and Shami spell. You had to play out Rashid in the middle, and Hetmeyer as well has just been an absolute find for them. So, look, RR finished runners-up last year. Are we seeing champions in the making? Because it's these games which really dictate you when your backs are against the wall. And
They still need to get something out of Riyan Parag.
true, there will
Yeah.
be, of course, some negatives always. But right now, do you think they're the best batting unit in IPL 2023?
No, I think LSD are still the best batting unit
Okay.
on paper.
Okay.
And Gujarat are the best bowling lineup. But I think Rajasthan are the most complete team.
Yeah.
And at least they have players who understand how this sport should be played. That's
Yeah.
the best part.
Correct. So there's no brainer for a man of the match, right? Which is Imran Hetmeyer.
It's very difficult actually
Between-
between him and Samson.
Okay, Samson as well.
They
Because
should
of the
just give
impact.
it collectively to both of them because Samson set this chase. But yeah, just for the sheer skill or whatever you can call it of finishing the game, maybe Hetmeyer will be a wiser choice.
Yeah, and look, it really doesn't matter who gets player of the match. What it matters is the impact player scores in the cricket.com app. You guys can check it out. Look at this match, for example, right? The topsy-turvy nature of it. And then you can judge which player actually impacted the game in a negative way or in a positive way. And it's beautiful to see that one. Nonetheless, what a fantastic game. Thank you guys so much, honestly, because I probably would have been at home. Somesh would have probably been having a drink right now if we did the MIKKR game. But we're so grateful for you guys being a knowledgeable crowd to give us this game and do this watch along. And it's lived up to the billing. So subscribe for that, like. There's more fun and great games coming up starting tomorrow. RCB CSK will be doing the fan cams. There'll be, of course, lots of screams, I'm sure, in the studio as well. Somesh, thanks so much. We've expended good amount of energy, at least in the last 5 overs, but it was worth it. It was
Totally
really worth it, right?
Totally worth it.
And like Som said, it was probably the games of the season, if not the game so far of IPL 2023. Tell us how much you guys enjoyed it in the comments below and share this video and like it as much as possible. And also spread the word about cricket.com because yet another week goes by, yet another week of content. And like Dani said on that watch along, Isala content Namde. That's all we have. It's a goodbye from us.